Ready? Play.
All right, Alex, thanks for joining Talking
Thank you
Tennis
for having me.
today. Thank you. First thing is just tell us about your win that you had yesterday in the singles.
Well, it was a tough win, definitely. A lot of challenges with the weather, changing conditions. So I think it was a great way to start off the clay season.
Cool. Talking of clay, where are we at with your game and your preference? Clay, grass, hard? What's your sort of preferred condition?
I prefer hard court. It's the one I grew up in, and I think my game naturally is more suited to that. But I've been, of course, I've been playing on clay for a long time as well. It's true that the clay season is shorter, much shorter than the hard season. But you know, I love clay, and I'm just, you know, trying to get it to love me back.
Good. You're going to be playing Udvari next. Do you know much about her? And tell us what you're thinking ahead of that match.
I've seen her around quite often. I've never played her before, but I think that's adds to, you know, the excitement of the match. But, you know, trying to go in with the same mindset as the match before, trying to stick with my shots and trust my tennis.
Doubles with Katie today. Of course, you lost, but you beat her in Miami. Did you talk about that match at all?
No, we haven't. She did congratulate me on, you know, that whole week, and she's a great sportsman. I think she's super nice, and we get along well. So I really enjoyed that doubles, even though we couldn't end up taking the win. But it's fun with her. Yeah.
How has life changed since that Miami run for you, or has it not changed at all?
A lot has changed technically, but I don't really feel, at the same time, not much has changed. It's hard to explain. I've had the same work ethic since I was young, so nothing in terms of how I go about my day has really changed. Of course, there's a big difference between last month and this month in terms of my results, my ranking, but when you focus on the things that, you know, I need to focus on, there's nothing much.
Okay.
Nothing much. Yeah.
Do you feel any more pressure?
I think it's normal to feel some pressure after a big run like this. But tennis is a game that has a lot of pressure in whichever moment that you're in your life. And I think that I've done the best I could with my mentality and talking with my team about how I can handle it, and hopefully that shows on court.
The win over Iga, is that the best moment of your career so far, would you say?
Of course. I think all of those, all the wins that week, and even the match against Jessica was such important moments in my life.
Yeah, sure. What about this? World number one or Grand Slam, if you could choose one?
Grand Slam.
Okay.
Hands down.
Which one?
Wimbledon.
Okay. Nice.
But both. I mean, if I could, I would choose both. Yeah.
But of course. Yeah. Okay. Have you heard about these comparisons maybe with Leila Fernandez? I mean, obviously in terms of your game, you're both lefties. You both sometimes take the ball early. Are you familiar with these comparisons, and how do you feel about that?
No, I'm not really familiar with those comparisons, but I think Leila's a great player. Obviously, she did the final in US Open a couple of years back, so she's a trailblazer in her own way. I think I'm not so close with her. We've had a couple of interactions, but she seems like a nice girl, so not mad about that comparison at all. She's a good player.
Have you got a favorite shot? If I'm going to give you a shot, and this is match point to win Wimbledon, what is it?
That's a good question. They asked me which one I prefer the other day, forehand and backhand. I was also kind of on the edge. I would say maybe a backhand cross court.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cross court winner.
But yeah, I don't know. It really depends. There's so many things that can happen during the match. Depends on the opponent, the court. But yeah, I think that one has been there from the beginning. Like now, I definitely have a lot of weapons aside from that that I've been working on, but I feel like that backhand just came natural from the beginning. Yeah.
And have you ever dreamt and then you fall to the grass, for example, at Wimbledon? Have you ever dreamt about
I think
that?
everybody's dreamt of that. Yeah, I have. So yes.
All right, I'm going to show you some pictures now, and I want you to tell me the first thing that kind of comes into your mind or just some of your thoughts. So.
Oh, yeah, this was, I believe, in Florida,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. I won like the Little Mo Grand Slam. It was, you had to get that trophy. The trophy, as you can see, is bigger than I am.
Yeah.
It was like the tallest trophy ever presented in junior tennis or something like that. That was a big thing. And we had to take it apart and ship it back home in a box. Yeah, so I bet that was difficult for my parents. But there's my brother as well. He competed also, and he was like 2 points away from winning that same trophy.
Oh.
Yeah, but such a happy memory in my young childhood. Yeah.
Do you ever think about some of these moments when you're on the court? Do you ever think about your childhood? Do you ever think about something like this?
No, on the court, no, I don't think about it. Definitely comes to mind when I start reminiscing on my whole journey, on what I've achieved in the past month. But on the court, it doesn't pop
Cool.
into my head. Yeah.
Okay, Amazon Prime documentary, that's what this... Because this is when I first became aware of you. What are your thoughts now, a few years later, on that?
I don't know. I think a lot of people got to know me through this documentary. So obviously a big privilege to be part of that. A lot of people will come, oh, are you the girl from Amazon Prime? Yes, that's me. So now hopefully I'll be known for more things than that.
For sure.
But this is it's so nice to have these memories and these moments captured on camera.
Yeah, cool. US Open junior title. I was there when you won
You
that.
were there?
Yes, I was. Yeah,
Okay.
just as a fan, but yeah, I was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was such a precious moment. I feel it was so full of emotion, and yeah, I started crying, and I feel like, of course, Junior Grand Slam doesn't guarantee anything for the future, but it's a huge achievement, you know, and it's still a decoration, you know. I think just the word Grand Slam and to win it in those courts, I feel. Representing my country, it was a big deal. Yeah.
Cool. Actually, representing your country is something I want to speak to you about, because this image here is sort of also about being from the Philippines and being a professional tennis player. What does it mean?
Yeah. I feel like the biggest advantage of representing my country is the community, you know, and the pride that I'm able to bring when I do well to my people, and they come out, they support, they really make the effort. So I'm so appreciative. Yeah.
Cool. Next one is graduation from the Rafa Nadal Academy. Obviously, Iga and Rafa were there present. What did that mean to you when that happened?
I was super excited because every year I would see who was the celebrity guest or who was the guest speaker at each graduation. And I remember there was Roger, I think Paul Gasol was there one year, and I was so excited when it was Iga, because she had just come off a slam win or something.
Yeah, I think the
Roland
French Open was the week
Garros,
before, because Rafa just lost to Novak, I remember.
Yeah, I remember, and no, it was super happy, and I think Iga told me that I remember that she said she'll see me around on tour, and I was like so excited, you know, and it happened. Yeah, it definitely happened.
She did see you around. This is after the win against Iga.
I know. I've watched that video so many times, and it's just so heartwarming. I really tried to just stay in the moment and remember everything, how it felt to be there. But funny story, like I can't really remember anymore. Like I can't really remember what I saw or that moment right after the ball went out. So, but
do you remember how you were feeling or thinking on match point, or is it almost like you're watching just the video and you don't remember it?
No, yeah, I do. I remember. Yeah, I think I felt
It was on the turn, right?
Yeah, normally when match point comes against these big players, you know, you're trying to get yourself to stop thinking about what would happen if you win because, you know, but those thoughts didn't come to me at all during the match. I feel I was in a state of such focus that, you know, and I couldn't really believe it when I won. Yeah.
Cool. Then this went viral. This moment that you had
did it?
afterwards, where obviously you'd lost to Jessica, but you know I was watching this on TV and I thought, wow, this is amazing. I mean, obviously, hopefully you can have more of this. But again, what do you remember about this few minutes after you'd lost to Jessica?
This was such a sweet moment for me. Let me tell you, I'm definitely not normally like this when I lose.
No.
But this was definitely a special circumstance. I remember the last couple of match points, I was able to save a match point, you know.
Yeah.
And I just tried to prolong the match as long as I could because I knew that this is where I wanted to be. And then after I sat down, after the handshake, I looked up and just so many flags of the Philippines and so many Filipinos. It was past midnight, they were there to stay, and I had just had the best run of my career so far. So there was so much to be happy about in that moment, yeah.
Cool. So that's that. Now, this is quite recently, I believe. I think this is after your run. But also I want to know about Rafa and the influence both his academy, but even Rafa as a player has had on you.
Well, I've been there since I was 13, so obviously deeply rooted with the academy. Rafa has been a role model, you know, someone to look up to for so long, and I think the values match the values that the academy instills matched with the values that my family had when they were raising me. So that's why they felt so comfortable to send me over there. And of course, they have a part in a big part in my game. Yeah.
And Rafa the player?
Rafa the player.
Did you enjoy his career? Or were you a fan?
Of course. I don't know who doesn't enjoy Rafa as a player. I remember I watched him one time in center court in French Open when I was young. So before even going to the academy, and it's crazy to see the intensity he has and the way he hits the ball. So much to look up to.
Cool. What about here in Werash? What would it mean? I mean, you've not won a WTA title yet. What would that mean potentially if you were to have a good week here, for example, and maybe even lift the trophy?
It would mean a lot. I think right now what I need is a lot of hours on court, a lot of hours playing at a level that, I'm happy with, and a level that I know I'm capable of. So this is a tournament that will help me do that.
Cool. Last question. I'd like to know about some sort of future goals, maybe even just for 2025. Okay. Do you look at sort of things like, obviously you're going to be in the slam draw, you're going to be in the main draw now at the French Open. Perhaps that was a goal. But what about now? Because the goals never end, right?
Of course. No, of course. My original goal for 2025 was to finish in top 100 or at least to touch it. And now that I have touched it, it's a lot of new territory for me. So I'm trying to take it match by match, and I feel that's also why this tournament is important, because I'm coming off from such a good week, and I'm starting the clay season. So I give myself the space to figure it out, and then we'll see what my next set of goals are. I'm sure my team already has their own set of goals, but personally, I want to see how the situation unfolds.
But is winning a title, just a title of, whether it be 125, 250, is that one of the next goals?
Yes, of course. You always go into the tournament with the mindset that you can win it. And some tournaments, maybe there's a lower chance of that happening, and some tournaments, maybe there's a higher chance, but you'll always have a chance.
I do have one more actually. Did Miami surprise you? I mean, you said coming into a tournament, you know, you feel as though you have a good chance maybe of having a good run, but did you expect the semi-finals there?
No, I did not. So yes, it did surprise me. I think Miami 1000 is WTA 1000 is one of the tournaments where I had the lower chance of holding the trophy, but I'm so proud that I was even able to come close, and the way I did it, I had such a tough draw.
I know.
So I had a tough draw.
I know.
really had a tough draw.
I mean, you had Madison
I
Keys.
didn't even
Sorry.
yeah, I didn't even realize, because you just look at the first, you're trying to get through one obstacle at a time, and after I passed each one, I'm like, it's just getting harder.
Yeah. Because it was Madison, Iga, and Jessica, wasn't it? And then it,
I had Yelena, I had Katie,
Yeah, Yelena as well.
I had Madison, and then Badosa, who unfortunately
yes.
withdrew, and then Iga, and then Jessica.
It was
and then
just
if
grand...
I had won, it would have been Arena. So it's so funny to look back on. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to try to pass the ball.
Go. Sorry. Thank you, Alex.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Ready? Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
How do you put into fortifying that mental pressure or that mental fortitude? I'm curious how that process is for you.
It's all about experience for me. I have been competing since I was 6 and playing tennis since I was 4. So you can imagine how many tough situations I've been in regards with tennis. So I truly feel that the more you're put in that situation, the more you learn about yourself and the more you're able to approach certain moments in a way that suits you best. So I think being in those situations and really being brave is the best thing that I can do for myself.
Ready? Play.
Confesso a imprensa com a Oleksandra, Eala, depois da segunda ronda deste Olympics Open 125. Alex, tough one up there, of course. Thoughts on the match, please?
I think she played very well. I think it was a good match, tight one for sure, and she performed better in the tight moments, and I know what I have to improve for the next tournament. Yeah.
What do you have to improve?
Well, I think a bit of the movement. It's my first tournament on clay. Being demanding with the quality on each shot, and yeah, just take it step by step. I don't think I'm not super down after the match. I competed well. I competed to the best of my ability, and yeah, it was a good match. Yeah.
A lot of people came to support you, even on that very small court. Are you still surprised with all those people wanting to see you play? probably most of them for the first time. How happy are you with the sport?
No, I'm super happy. It's tough conditions to watch here. Cold, windy, a lot of the times raining, and I guess that also affects, the conditions of the court for the tennis. So for them to still be here and to support me despite that, it means a lot, yeah.
Do you think the conditions maybe didn't help you today, or it didn't really matter?
Maybe, the balls were a bit heavier. I think the weather definitely affects clay courts more in terms of changes of condition than other surfaces. I can't say for sure that, in the end it's the same. If the court's wet, the court's heavy. The court's heavy for her, the court's heavy for me. So maybe some certain aspects, are advantages to certain game styles, but that's not for me to say. I can't say that it was a disadvantage or whatever. It's just how the court was today. Yeah.
Mentally speaking, how tough was it to go from the center court in Miami to the small court 17 or 18?
I mean,
was it easy for you?
Yeah, it was easy. In the end, I don't really care which court I play. I have to. This is the job. I don't expect now that I'm going to be in center court all the time. Yeah, you can't. You can't expect that. It's not a problem for me to be whichever court. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Madrid and Rome coming. You played Madrid a couple of times. How excited are you to play those two big events like Legend in the top 100? That's where you are at the moment. And how excited are you for that?
Super excited. It's Madrid. I always love going back there, and Rome will be my first time. So much to look forward to. I think, my goals for this clay season, especially after Miami, is just to do better than last year. To improve my game on clay. It's quite a short period of time compared to hard. So yeah, just to feel myself do better and feel myself keeping the level. Yeah.
What is it about clay, do you think, for you and your game that makes it maybe a little bit more tricky than hardcourt, for example?
Well, I grew up on hardcourt, so it comes more natural to me, and maybe my game is a bit more suited to there, how to move, but not to say that it should change on clay. I don't think it's in the end it's a court, so of course maybe the bounce is higher, it's affected by the weather, but you can't make it such a big deal. It's nothing to change my whole game over, so I believe that I can do just as well on clay as I can on hard. Yeah.
Just coming back to the match today, I mean, 1 or 2 points either way, and we could be looking at the third set, who knows. And there's one big point in the tie break, I think at 2-4 maybe, or 3-2, and I know you had the line checked. From where I was standing, it was difficult to tell, but you were pretty, keen to have the umpire come and have a look.
Yeah, there was. I think I'm trying to recall that point, but there were a lot of close, and I think that's the advantage of clay, is that you have the mark, and in the end, if it's really that close, then it's the decision of the umpire. I saw what I saw, but in the end, she makes the final call. So nothing to say about that. Yeah.
Of course, it was not easy the week as well because of the weather. But did you enjoy your staying here in Lisbon?
Of course, tough loss today, of course. But I think there's a lot of positives to take away. I had fun with the matches that I played, competing, and of course the club is super nice. Yeah, I think organized pretty good. I mean, you had to adapt a lot with the weather, so that's not in our control. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Ready. Ready. Play.
Hi everyone, and especially hello to you, Eala fans. I want to highlight something though that you might not be aware of, which is the fact that you can become a member. Click that button that says join. And what kind of things can you benefit if you become a member? Well, let's have a quick look. Here you can see some of the things that you will get as a member. First of all, you'll get exclusive videos that'll only be for you first. Secondly, you'll get other videos that will never be released to the public, just for you members. There are various different levels of membership, but you can begin by just becoming a member from as little as €2, £2, or $2 per month. That's a little over 100 Philippine pesos a month. So not much for some extra content, including some Eala content. In fact, if we look at 2 recent uploads, we've got some of her practices and returns and slices, plus footage of her meeting, greeting, and signing autographs for fans. We've also got an unedited preview and prediction here of her upcoming clash in Miami. And we also have an unedited video of her being interviewed by myself last year in Portugal. Completely unedited and almost 20 minutes, exclusive for members only. There will also be hundreds and hundreds more videos available to you as a member, and hundreds more that are going to be uploaded in the near future, all for just members and all for just $2, €2, or £2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Just click that join button right now and become a member and get access to the extra footage and, of course, little emojis, including an Eala one, of course. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Ready. Play.
How has life changed since that Miami run for you, or has it not changed at all?
A lot has changed technically, but I don't really feel, at the same time, not much has changed. It's hard to explain. I've had the same work ethic since I was young, so nothing in terms of how I go about my day has really changed. Of course, there's a big difference between last month and this month in terms of my results, my ranking, but when you focus on the things that I need to focus on, there's nothing much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel any more pressure?
I think it's normal to feel some pressure after a big run like this. But tennis is a game that has a lot of pressure in whichever moment that you're in your life, and I think that I've done the best I could with my mentality and talking with my team about how I can handle it, and hopefully that shows on court.
The win over Iga, is that the best moment of your career so far, would you say?
Of course. I think all the wins that week, and even the match against Jessica, was each such important moments in my life.
Yeah, sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Ready. Play.
All right, Alex, thanks for joining Talking
Thank you for
Tennis
having me.
today. Thank you. First thing is just tell us about your win that you had yesterday in the singles.
Well, it was It was a tough win, definitely. A lot of challenges with the weather, changing conditions. So I think it was a great way to start off the clay season.
Cool. Talking of clay, where are we at with your game and your preference? Clay, grass, hard? What's your sort of preferred condition?
I prefer hard court. It's the one I grew up in. And I think my game naturally is more suited to that, but I've been, of course, I've been playing on clay for a long time as well. It's true that the clay season is shorter, much shorter than the hard season, but you know, I love clay and I'm just, you know, trying to get it to love me back.
Good. You're going to be playing Udvardi next. Do you know much about her? And tell us what you're thinking ahead of that match.
I've seen her around quite often. I've never played her before, but I think that's adds to, you know, the excitement of the match. But, you know, trying to go in with the same mindset as the match before, trying to stick with my shots and trust my tennis.
Doubles with Katie today. Of course, you lost, but you beat her in Miami. Did you talk about that match at all?
No, we haven't. She did congratulate me on, you know, that whole week, and she's a great sportsman. I think she's super nice, and we get along well. So I really enjoyed that doubles, even though we couldn't end up taking the win. But it's fun with her. Yeah.
Yeah. How has life changed since that Miami run for you, or has it not changed at all?
A lot has changed technically, but I don't really feel, at the same time, not much has changed. It's hard to explain. I've had the same work ethic since I was young, so nothing in terms of how I go about my day has really changed. Of course, there's a big difference between last month and this month in terms of my results, my ranking, but when you focus on the things that, you know, I need to focus on, there's nothing much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel any more pressure?
I think it's normal to feel some pressure after a big run like this. But tennis is a game that has a lot of pressure in whichever moment that you're in your life. And I think that I've done the best I could with my mentality and talking with my team about how I can handle it, and hopefully that shows on.
The win over Iga, is that the best moment of your career so far, would you say?
Of course. I think all the wins that week, and even the match against Jessica, was each such important moments in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. What about this? World number one or Grand Slam, if you could choose one?
Grand Slam.
Okay.
Hands down.
Which one?
Wimbledon.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
But both. I mean, if I could, I would choose both. Yeah.
Well,
But
oh,
Grand
of
Slam.
course, yeah. Okay, have you heard about these comparisons maybe with Leila Fernandez? I mean, obviously in terms of your game, you're both lefties, you both sometimes take the ball early. Are you familiar with these comparisons, and how do you feel about that?
No, I'm not really familiar with
Okay.
those comparisons, but I think Leila's a great player. Obviously, she did the final in US Open a couple of years back, so she's a trailblazer in her own way. I think I'm not so close with her. We've had a couple of interactions, but she seems like a nice girl, so not mad about that comparison at all. She's a good player. Yeah.
Have you got a favourite shot?
It
If I'm going to give you a shot, and this is match point to win Wimbledon, what is it?
That's a good question. They asked me which one I prefer the other day, forehand and backhand. I was also kind of on the edge. I would say maybe a backhand cross court.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cross court winner.
But yeah, I don't know. It really depends. There's so many things that can happen during the match. Depends on the opponent, the court. But yeah, I think that one has been there from the beginning. Like now, I definitely have a lot of weapons aside from that that I've been working on. But I feel like that backhand just came natural from the beginning. Yeah.
And have you ever dreamt and then you fall to the grass, for example, at Wimbledon. Have you ever dreamt about
I think
that?
everybody's dreamt of that. Yeah, I have. So, yes.
All right, I'm going to show you some pictures now, and I want you to tell me the first thing that kind of comes into your mind or just some of your thoughts. So.
Oh, yeah, this was, I believe, in Florida,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. I won like the Little Mo Grand Slam. It was, you had to get that trophy. The trophy, as you can see, is bigger than I am.
Yeah.
It was like the tallest trophy ever presented in junior tennis or something like that. That was a big thing. And we had to take it apart and ship it back home in a box. Yeah, so I bet that was difficult for my parents. But there's my brother as well. He competed also, and he was like 2 points away from winning that same trophy.
Oh.
Yeah, but such a happy memory in my young childhood. Yeah.
Do you ever think about some of these moments when you're on the court? Do you ever think about your childhood? Do you ever think about something like this?
No, on the court, no, I don't think about it. Definitely comes to mind when I start reminiscing on my whole journey, on what I've achieved in the past month. But on the court, it doesn't pop
Cool.
into my head. Yeah.
Okay, Amazon Prime documentary, that's what this... Because this is when I first became aware of you. What are your thoughts now, a few years later, on that?
I don't know. I think a lot of people got to know me through this documentary. So obviously a big privilege to be part of that. A lot of people will come, oh, are you the girl from Amazon Prime? Yes, that's me. So now hopefully I'll be known for more things than that.
For sure.
But this is it's so nice to have these memories and these moments captured on camera.
Yeah, cool. US Open junior title. I was there when you won that.
You were there?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Yeah, just as a fan, but yeah, I was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was such a precious moment. I feel it was so full of emotion, and yeah, I started crying, and I feel like, of course, Junior Grand Slam doesn't guarantee anything for the future, but it's a huge achievement, you know, and it's still a decoration, you know. I think just the word Grand Slam and to win it in those courts, I feel. Representing my country, it was a big deal. Yeah.
Cool. Actually, representing your country is something I want to speak to you about, because this image here is sort of also about being from the Philippines and being a professional tennis player. What does it mean?
Yeah. I feel like the biggest advantage of representing my country is the community, you know, and the pride that I'm able to bring when I do well to my people, and they come out, they support, they really make the effort. So I'm so appreciative. Yeah.
Cool. Next one is graduation from the Rafa Nadal Academy. Obviously, Iga and Rafa were there present. What did that mean to you when that happened?
I was super excited because every year I would see who was the celebrity guest or who was the guest speaker at each graduation. And I remember there was Roger, I think Paul Gasol was there one year, and I was so excited when it was Iga, because she had just come off a slam win or something.
Yeah, I think the
Roland
French Open was the week
Garros,
before, because Rafa just lost to Novak, I remember.
Yeah, I remember, and no, it was super happy, and I think Iga told me that I remember that she said she'll see me around on tour, and I was like so excited, you know, and it happened. Yeah, it definitely happened.
She did see you around. This is after the win against Iga.
Yes, I know. I've watched that video so many times, and it's just so heartwarming. I really tried to just stay in the moment and remember everything, how it felt to be there. But funny story, like I can't really remember anymore. Like I can't really remember what I saw or that moment right after the ball went out. So, but
Do you remember how you were feeling or thinking on match point, or is it almost like you're watching just a video and you don't remember it?
no, yeah, I do. I remember. Yeah, I think I felt.
It was on the turn, right?
Yeah, normally when match point comes against these big players, you know, you're trying to get yourself to stop thinking about what would happen if you win, because, you know, but those thoughts didn't come to me at all. during the match. I feel I was in a state of such focus that, you know, and I couldn't really believe it when I won. Yeah.
Cool. Then this went viral. This moment that you had afterwards, where obviously you'd lost to Jessica, but you know I was watching this on TV and I thought, wow, this is amazing. I mean, obviously, hopefully you can have more of this. But again, what do you remember about this few minutes after you'd lost to Jessica?
This was such a sweet moment for me. I'm definitely, let me tell you, I'm definitely not normally like this when I lose.
No.
But this was definitely a special circumstance. I remember the last couple of match points, I was able to save a match point, you know.
Yeah.
And I just tried to prolong the match as long as I could because I knew that this is where I wanted to be. And after I sat down, after the handshake, I looked up and just so many flags of the Philippines and so many Filipinos. It was past midnight, they were there to stay, and I had just had the best run of my career so far. So there was so much to be happy about in that moment, yeah.
Cool. So that's that. Now, this is quite recently, I believe. I think this is after your run. But also I want to know about Rafa and the influence both his academy, but even Rafa as a player has had on you.
Well, I've been there since I was 13, so obviously deeply rooted with the academy. Rafa has been a role model, you know, someone to look up to for so long, and I think the values match the values that the academy instills is matched with the values that my family had when they were raising me. So that's why they felt so comfortable to send me over there. And of course, they're, you know, they have a part in a big part in my game. Yeah.
And Rafa the player?
Rafa the player.
Did you enjoy his career, or were you a fan?
Of course. I don't know who doesn't enjoy Rafa as a player. I remember I watched him one time in center court in French Open when I was young. So before even going to the academy, and it was just, it's crazy to see the intensity he has and the way he hits the ball. So much to look up to.
Cool. What about here in Werash? What would it mean? I mean, you've not won a WTA title yet. You know, what would that mean potentially if you were to have a good week here, for example, and maybe even lift the trophy?
It would mean a lot. I think right now what I need is a lot of hours on court, a lot of hours playing at a level that, you know, a level that I'm happy with and a level that I know I'm capable of. So this is a tournament that will help me do that.
Cool. Last question. I'd like to know about some sort of future goals, maybe even just for 2025. Okay. Do you look at sort of things like, you know, obviously you're going to be in the slam draw, you're going to be in the main draw now at the French Open. Perhaps that was a goal. But what about now? Because the goals never end, right?
Of course. No, of course. My original goal for 2025 was to finish in top 100 or at least to touch it. And now that I have touched it, it's a lot of new territory for me. So I'm trying to take it match by match, and I feel that's also why this tournament is important, because I'm coming off from such a good week, and I'm starting the clay season. So I give myself the space to figure it out, and then we'll see what my next set of goals are. I'm sure my team already has their own set of goals, but personally, I want to see how the situation unfolds.
But is winning a title, just a title of, whether it be 125, 250, is that one of the next goals?
Yes, of course. You know, you always go into the tournament with the mindset that you can win it, and some tournaments maybe there's a lower chance of that happening, and some tournaments maybe there's a higher chance, but you'll always have a chance.
I do have one more actually. Did Miami surprise you? I mean, you said coming into a tournament, you know, you feel as though you have a good chance maybe of having a good run, but did you expect the semi-finals there?
No, I did not. So yes, it did surprise me. I think Miami 1000 is WTA 1000 is one of the tournaments where I have.
Ready. Play.
Welcome back to the channel, tennis fans. We're about to preview the upcoming clash in Strasbourg between Eala and Oleksandra Oliynykova. Oliynykova. Hopefully I'm getting that pronunciation right for the Ukrainian. Eala is going to be playing her in the opening round of the WTA 500 International de Strasbourg. That's terrible French pronunciation, John. Don't ever do that again. It'll be Eala's 5th tournament of the clay season, following stints in Linz, Stuttgart, Madrid, and Rome, where it's been gradually getting better and better for the Filipina. The matchup was finalized after Hailey Baptiste withdrew from the event. I think it was a precautionary measure for Hailey ahead of the French Open, so fingers crossed she is healthy. But it meant Eala went from being in qualifying to the main draw. Eala is currently ranked 42 in the world, and Strasbourg, of course, will be her final tournament before heading to Roland Garros for her 2nd appearance at the French Open. And of course, it also follows for Eala tournaments in Linz, Stuttgart, Madrid, and Rome. And of course, Rome was where she reached the 3rd round of the Italian Open, so it easily eclipses her performances last year on the clay when she won just 2 matches. This year, she won a match against Graber in Austria. She also won a match in Madrid against Pavlyuchenkova, and then 2 more in Rome against Frech of Poland and, of course, Wong of China before going down to Elena Rybakina 6-4, 6-3 in what was actually a pretty impressive performance for Alex. Eala will be eyeing the title at this WTA 500 event. There will definitely be a Czech player in the 2nd round should she prevail over Oliynykova in Strasbourg, because the winner of this match will play either Marie Buskova or Katarina Siniakova in the 2nd round. As for the head-to-head between these 2 players, well, as you can see on the screen, they have never played before. Eala is the higher ranked of the 2, with Oliynykova coming in at 68. She's just short of her career high of 66. Eala will be hoping to overtake her career high of 29 at some point in the coming weeks, either by getting to the 2nd or 3rd round at the French Open, but also getting some wins in Strasbourg. Both of those 2 eventualities will probably see her go past 29 in the world, but a lot of tennis has to be played between now and then. Even though Oliynykova is 5 years older than Eala arguably has the more experience, especially at the top of the game. Oliynykova, though, her career highlight arguably came this year in reaching the semi-finals in Cluj, where she had her chances before going down in 3 sets to Emma Raducanu. As for Eala's season, well, it just keeps on getting better and better and better. She, of course, made the semi-finals in New Zealand at the beginning of the year, going down to Wong in 3 sets there, but she was to get her revenge on Wong, of course, in Rome. And then also picking up wins in Abu Dhabi, where she reached the quarterfinals before going down to Oleksandra, and in Dubai, where she replicated that run at the WTA 1000 there before going down to Coco Gauff, someone that she, of course, would prevail against a few weeks later in Indian Wells, where she won her first ever matches at that tournament. She wasn't quite able to replicate her run in Miami of last year, but she did reach the round of 16 before losing to Karolina Muchova. But on the clay, she has been picking up wins, double the number that she picked up in 2025. And who knows, the clay season still has 2 tournaments to run for Eala. Oliynykova has said that she favors clay, so that is something that might well go against Eala in this matchup. Where are we at with your game and your preference? Clay, grass, hard? What's your sort of preferred condition?
I prefer hard court. It's the one I grew up in, and I think my game naturally is more suited to that, but I've been playing on clay for a long time as well. It's true that the clay season is shorter, much shorter than the hard season, but I love clay, and I'm just trying to get it to love me back.
What is it about clay, do you think, for you and your game that makes it maybe a little bit more tricky than hard court, for example?
Well, I grew up on hard court, so natural. It comes more natural to me, and maybe my game is a bit more suited to there, how to move, but not to say that it should change on clay. I don't think it's in the end it's a court, you know. So of course maybe the bounce is higher. It's affected by the weather, but you can't make it such a big deal. It's nothing to change my whole game over. So I believe that I can do just as well on clay as I can on hard. Yeah.
Not only that.
My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paulini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready. Play.
I appear to have been muted, but now I am talking and hopefully loud, clearly in your language. Hi, Jake. I actually even said hello to you, so I'm going to say again. Hello, Jake. I did ask as well for people to let us know where you're tuning in from. I know Jake is in Wales, although I'm not sure exactly which part of God's country he is in. I have got a question for you, Jake, actually, regarding the England national team. Do you want England to lose when you watch them play? Oh, Alex there with a drive. Well, kind of a drive volley, but maybe she just needed to adjust her position slightly. Anyway, it's a disappointing volley from her, giving that point away. Good to have you on board right now. Please do hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. We are 43 subscribers away from 30,000. I think we'll get there today. Maybe not during this stream, but maybe during a future stream. Joining from Singapore, Maria, I do hope that you've hit subscribe already on our channel. If you haven't already done so, please do so. 30-15, second serve here. Got it, Jake. But do you have a... this is not me fishing for anything. Look at the style of Oleg. It's going to be very interesting to see how Alex feels about some of these balls that are coming towards her, because it's not very often that Alex comes up against such a unique player in Oliynykova who's hitting moon balls in her direction. Although when she does deal with the moon ball pretty well. She wants to get back on her terms. But Oliynykova is someone who wants to play on her terms. It'll be interesting to see how that dynamic pans out today. Good to have a lot of you on board right now. There's over 60 of you watching on YouTube. And I can tell you for sure that around about 30, if all the people watching right now on YouTube hit subscribe who haven't subscribed, we might get to 30,000 just like that. Okay, 40-15 here. And Eala holds after Oliynykova gives her a point there. So 1-love for Alex. I've tipped an Alex win, but I can understand why people might have gone for Oliynykova, given the fact that Oleynykova's had a pretty good clay season. She had a pretty good year all round, actually, with that semi-final run in Cluj. but she's been picking up a few final appearances on the WTA 125 tour. In fact, I'm just going to shore that up and see exactly where her form is at. But I recall her making some finals. Let's have a look. Oliynykova, she got a win and a loss in Rouen. She got to the final in Antalya, where she lost to Kalinina, of course, a Rome finalist from 3 years ago. And I think the WTA is that on a clay court? 125 in Antalya. Might be on a hard court actually. $15 love here. Yeah, it's on outdoor red clay. Yeah, in Antalya, the capital of Turkey. $43 subscribers away. Come on, people. You know what to do. Oh, nice drop shot there from Oliynykova. John Horn on commentary. I think he's Canadian, John. I've got my post-lunch coffee. Okay. Okay. Oliynykova here, 40 love. 3 game points for the Ukraine to get us to 1 game all. And Eala, they're a little disappointed with that return going into the net. It was a second serve, fairly attackable, but kind of coming into the body. But she didn't quite adjust her footwork in time there, Alex. And it is 1 game all. Now, we have a lot of people watching on YouTube right now. I guarantee you, every single person watching now who hasn't hit subscribe, if you hit subscribe, look at this number. This will go crazy. You'll all hit subscribe because there's about 40 people watching right now who haven't subscribed. Get us to just about 30,000, just like that. And you could do a little dance and know that you've made a difference. Oh, lovely backhand there from Alex Eala cross court. If you want to see the score on the screen, I need that number to change. As soon as that number goes up to 958, I put the score back on the screen. How about that? That's a fair deal. I can also just tell you it's 1 game all. Eala serving 15 love. Okay, Eala here on the forehand into the backhand of Oliynykova. Now is a moon ball. Can Eala kill it? Yes, she can. But she's not won the point yet. But that's going to be interesting because she's going to get a few of those, although maybe Oliynykova might refrain from that. And now she puts a slice into the net, and it's 30 love. Not sure about my coffee today. Come on, people. Hit that subscribe button. Okay, Eala hit a serve into the forehand of Oliynykova, which is going to come back at her in a way, but she likes to kill those balls, Alex. And now that's going to go long for Oliynykova, and it's going to be 40 love. Second serve here at 40 love. Of course, there is going to be a change of ends, and we have a subscriber. Thank you very much. So here comes the score on the screen for you. 1 game all, 40 love. 3 game points here for Alex Eala to get us to 2-1. I think she's yet to drop a point on serve. Am I right with that? Or maybe she dropped 1. No, she dropped 1 point, didn't she, with that, I'm going to call it a daft volley in the first game. But she's pretty comfortable on serve. Anyway, I think both players thus far have been comfortable on serve. I think it's a better. I would say from Eala's perspective, it's an encouraging start to this match because she's not having any trouble dealing with some of these strange balls from Oliynykova. Actually, going to be interesting to have a look at the WTA live rankings. Oh, make sure you join Nick. He's going to be doing at 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. In 7 p.m. Central European time. He's going to be doing WTA Weekly with Anne-Marie Batson, who's making her debut on the channel today. So that's something to look forward to. Anne-Marie is across all sports, but in particular tennis and football. I think a bit of paddle as well. Oh, Franz Cerundolo lost, I see, to De Minaur in Germany. That is a surprise, given De Minaur's form. Zeynep Sonmez, friend of the show and friend of Alex Eala's, highest ranked Turkish player in WTA history, getting to 59 in the world. Just going past Kala Buyakachai's previous record of 60. Okay. So, they're back on court. Oliynykova serving at 1-2. Do make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Backhand return here from Eala into the forehand of Oliynykova. Now, that's what she needs to do. Oliynykova needs to take a few more risks with these moon balls. She needs those moon balls, but they've got to land deep. Oh, that's a lovely forehand, though, from Oliynykova, making you wonder why she doesn't hit a few more of those. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at the live rankings. Now, it's too late for Eala to be seeded for the French Open because she's 35, right? She's 35, so she'd need 3 absences from above. And I don't mean that kind of above. I mean above in the rankings. Now, Bejlek is somebody who lost today in Strasbourg and has had an injury-hit few months. We've got Madison Keys, who's also above her. And, oh, lovely forehand winner there from Oliynykova, 30 love. Madison Keys retired with an injury in yesterday's Paris 125 final. So that's 2 players, but it's not 2 players who are definitely pulling out. It's 2 players where there's a question mark, let's say. Anybody else? But Mboko has had some illness in the last few weeks where she withdrew from Rome, but she is due to play Strasbourg. She's obviously got a bye through to the round of 16. Anisimova, it feels like she's had some spells out as well. It feels like she hasn't played much during this clay court season. When was her last match? But she's playing the French Open as far as I know. Yeah, so Anisimova and Oleksandra both withdrew from Madrid due to injury. And I don't think she played Rome either, Anisimova. No, she withdrew from her match against Ostapenko. So, I don't know. Did she play Charleston? 2 game points here for Oliynykova, by the way, at 40-15. She's going to go along with that backhand, though. So we are going to get to 40-30. No, she withdrew from Charleston as well, citing an injury. So it's been a while since the Sunshine Double that Anisimova played. So, yeah, she lost to Bencic in Miami. That was her last match on the tour. Is it enough? I mean, you need for Eala to be seeded, she needs 3. Oh, lovely return there from Alex, and it's going to help her win the point. We're going to have our first due game. So for Eala to be seeded, she needs 3 people above her in the rankings to withdraw. There's no one that is like, we know that they're withdrawing through this injury, but Anisimova has not played since Miami and has been injured. And Bocco withdrew from... Eala going long there, so game point for Oliynykova. Bocco withdrew through illness from Rome, but is set to play Strasbourg. Anybody else? Oleksandra, she's due to play Strasbourg as well, but did she play Rome? She pulled out of Madrid. She did play Rome, lost a lot of Sigmund, so I have to assume she's fitting well. And there's an unforced error there from Eala, and we do get to 2-all. Kostyuk pulled out of Rome, but I think that she's fine. Chastea, top 20 breakthrough, first time in her career at the age of 36. Madison Keys, that'd be interesting because I don't think that that was just precautionary, her retirement from the Paris 125 final. She's then withdrawn from Strasbourg as a result. Baptiste had a great run in Madrid, but I feel as though she's had one or two little issues, but yeah. Anybody else? I think that might be it. And then Bejlek, just because of her, and she lost today, but she's had a few issues over the last few months. So ifs, buts, and maybes, but I think there's just, because Eala needs 3 people to pull out the French Open. Lovely forehand winner down the line there from Eala. Be interesting to know what Oliynikova's record is against lefties. Okay, into the rally here. Backhand down the line from Eala's pretty good. She's now going to come into the net. This time she puts the volley away with consummate ease. 30 love. $42 subscribers away from 30,000. If you're watching right now and you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. Good serve down the tee there from Eala. Although she's put that backhand into the net. So 30-15. Okay, into the backhand here of Oliynykova. Drop shot here from Oliynykova, but I think Eala will get there. Oh, lovely volley there from Eala, but now she's going to have to run back. That's going to go long. Eala's relief to see that ball go long. That was an interesting rally. 40-15. The drop shot was all right. Eala then gets there, and it was probably the next shot in many respects after Eala's response to the drop shot that ultimately lost Oliynykova that rally. Backhand return into the backhand of Eala, which is going to go cross court with good depth, but Oleynykova's equal to it. Now Oleynykova's going to have to deal with a moon ball of her own, and now it's a good forehand from her. Eala defending, but now she can possibly attack, although she probably would have done a bit better there. Although she's going to win the point, and she's going to hold serve for 3-2, ladies and gentlemen. So, Eala thus far has not been pushed to deuce on her serve. Oliynykova has been to deuce once on her serve in this particular encounter. Okay, let's have a quick listen to Alex Eala and how she deals with adversity.
How do you put into fortifying that mental pressure or that mental fortitude? I'm curious how that process is for you.
It's all about experience for me. I have been competing since I was 6 and playing tennis since I was 4. So you can imagine how many tough situations I've been in regards with tennis. So I truly feel that the more you're put in that situation, the more you learn about yourself and the more you're able to approach certain moments in a way that suits you best. So I think being in those situations and really being brave is the best thing that I can do for myself.
Now it's your turn to be brave and hit subscribe. This was pre-match when they were doing the toss of the coin to see who would serve first. Okay, umpire calls time. Time for you to hit subscribe. 18 minutes on the clock. Oliynykova to serve. Pre-match, this is as the players enter the court. Forehand goes into the net from Oliynykova, and I think that's the first time that we've seen the loser lose the first point. The loser, the server, lose the first point. Okay, second serve as well now. So this is getting interesting. Very interesting. Backhand return from Eala has got decent depth on it. We're into the rally right now. Her backhand now is going to be awkward for Oliynykova. And she actually, I was about to say she deals with, but she doesn't, as she puts that forehand slice a little bit for long. Okay. Interesting times now. Love 30 here on the Oliynykova serve. She's going to land her first serve there, but we are into the rally. That first serve is not potent enough to really beat Eala too often. But Oliynykova on top of the rally here. Now she's going to have a tricky smash, but she puts it away for 15-30. Do let me know where in the world you are tuning in from. No, I don't. I don't subscribe to The Athletic, no. I'm sure I have a sort of... Some things are good, some things not. Charlie Eccleshare, who I believe writes for The Athletic or New York Times, they're sort of one and the same thing. He was on the Totally Football show the other day, and he said that Roger Federer... No. He said Yannick Sinner was the only person to have championship points in the Open era and not take the title. He wasn't just wrong. He was just, wow. It was, it was mind-blowing how many people have done that. Okay, backhand here, cross-court, into the forehand of Oliynykova. Forehand cross-court here from Alex Eala. Oh, well done, Alex, there. But now she's got a drop shot to deal with. She just about gets there, but she's going to be in a bit of trouble here. That lob is too good, ultimately, from Oliynykova. I know, Jake, but you know as well as... Listen, he seems like a nice guy. And I think he knows his football. But, yeah. When he said it, I was like, The other thing with The Athletic is their relationship with Ineos. That's something that makes me feel uncomfortable. Even Karl Anka. I remember when multi-billionaire or billionaire Sir Jim Radcliffe invested in the club. I think he might not have been at the Athletic at the time, Carl, but he might have been anyway. But he was super, super skeptical, critical. But he's fallen into line, and he knows that they have sources, and therefore they have to give them good press. It's very similar to the BBC / Laura Kunsberg scenario with Boris Johnson from a few years ago. You got to protect your sources, and it's PR at the end of the day. It's PR. Yeah, I mean, Charlie? He seems like a nice guy, and he just doesn't really know much about tennis, I don't think. But there's a lot of people working in tennis like that. The main thing is in tennis is to make sure you tick the boxes and all the rest of it. Okay, game point here for Oliynykova to get to 3-3, but there's a very attackable second serve. But of course, one of the issues that Eala has on the clay is that it does diminish her return a little bit, which is obviously one of her biggest weapons. Anyway, we're into the rally here. Eala with really good depth on that. She's going to go for the drop shot there, but Oliynykova is going to easily get there because that drop shot wasn't good enough. However, we're still into the rally here after the volley scenario, the lob scenario from Eala is actually going to draw an error from Oliynykova, and we're going to get to deuce. And we are adding subscribers, which is nice. We are now 41 away. You know what to do, people. You know what to do. Okay, deuce. Backhand return from Eala into the backhand of Oliynykova, which is going to go long. We're going to get our first break point, ladies and gentlemen, of this match. Break point number 1, and it is going to be for Alex Eala. I would say what I've seen, irrespective of what happens here, I would say that Eala has had an encouraging start. That's a really good serve, though, from Oliynykova. That's, I think, wrong-footed Eala. I think she was expecting perhaps a T serve there. And as a result, we're back to deuce. Well, it's just starting to get a little warm. It's been a chilly few days or so in Bonn, the last 5 days, since I returned from sunny Valencia. Good serve down the tee, but Eala's equal to it. But that's a wonderful backhand from Oliynykova. She's got, I wouldn't call them weapons, but she can pull out a winner or two when she needs to. Oh, look at this. We're now 40 away, people. We're 40 away. Oliynykova is 1 point away from holding serve here to get us to 3-3. But now there's a chance for Eala, but she doesn't take it on that forehand. Oh, but Oliynykova somehow contrives to put that forehand into the net. And we are back to deuce, ladies and gentlemen. 40 subscribers away from 30,000. We might get to 40. We might get to 30,000 today. I don't think it'll happen during this stream, but we might get there today. At some point, we've got at least one more stream to come with WTA Weekly. Good return there from Eala, but still not won the point outright. Another backhand cross court from her. Now it's on her backhand with decent depth on it, but Oliynykova is equal to it. Now it's on Oleynykova's forehand side. It's going to be a forehand for Eala that's going to go into the forehand down the line, of course, of Oliynykova, who's a right-handed player. The rally continues. The rally very much continues. Now there's a sort of a high ball, but Eala doesn't deal with it on this occasion. I do feel pretty confident for Alex a lot of the time with those kind of balls, but every now and again, of course, she is going to miss them, and that was one of those occasions. So a game point here for Oliynykova. Okay. Backhand return from Eala into the backhand. Oh, what a backhand winner that is from Oliynykova. 3-3. Saves a break point, has a few juices in there, but eventually the Ukrainian digs deep and pulls through. Okay. So, Eala hit a serve. 3 games all. Misses the first serve. Okay, second serve here, return onto the backhand of Eala. That's better from Alex, but she's not won the point outright. Oh, lovely angle there from Alex, but that's going to go long with the forehand there from Oliynykova, and it is going to be 15 love. Oh, thank you for subscribing, somebody. 39 subscribers away from 30,000. I've got this kind of celebratory Instagram post ready to go when we hit 30K. Okay, forehand here from Eala into the forehand of Oliynykova, which is going to be looped up for Alex. She's got good depth on that forehand. Now it's on the backhand of Alex, which she's going to dump into the net. 15 all. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, people. 36 now subscribers to 30K. Okay. 15 love. Oh, just lost a subscriber. Somebody not happy with our coverage. Oh, well. 15 all. Backhand return here is really good. Eala somehow defends it, but she's in all sorts of trouble in this rally. But she's still fighting. And arguably, we're back to neutral if she's got the energy to keep going. Drop shot here from Eala is not good enough, though. I think she just ran out of steam in that rally. And she wanted it ended. That drop shot from Alex needs a lot of work. Let's say that. (30-15). Oh, sorry, 15-30. This has been the most vulnerable that Eala's been on serve thus far. Okay, backhand return from Oliynykova into the forehand of Eala. Now on the backhand of Oliynykova, which is going to go up the line with good depth on it. This is trouble now for Eala, although she's got away with it because Oliynykova goes long on the backhand, 30 all. Can you guess who I was cheering for, Matthew? I think I know who Jake was cheering for, bearing in mind he was in the chat on Saturday, I think, during the culmination of both the Rome Women's Tournament and the Heart Celtic title chase. Backhand return into the forehand of Eala. Backhand hit cross court from Eala. Oh, now she's got a moonball to deal with, and she does deal with it, but not an outright winner. Oh, and she's going to go wide there on that forehand, Eala, and we're going to have our first break point for Oliynykova. Now, until now, she's dealt pretty well with some of those moonballs, but she has just waned a little on the last 2 or 3, and she can't quite hit through Oliynykova on this slow Strasbourg clay. Okay, break point here. Eala desperate for a first serve. Gets it. Backhand return is going to be lofted up, but Eala's going to stick to a neutral scenario this time rather than attack that moonball. Now she's got a moonball. She's very much going to attack. Clips the net. Now she's got a tricky volley. Now Oliynykova comes in, but oh, what a point. And Eala eventually gets away with it, I think. Oliynykova had a chance to pass Eala, but wasn't able to take it. And eventually Eala sticks that volley away. Just too much height on that ball from Oliynykova, giving Eala the chance that she gleefully took. Yeah, of course I was cheering for Hearts, Matthew. As a neutral. mean, it's just obvious. Okay. Backhand here from Eala up the line. Now backhand cross court from Oliynykova is really good. Eala struggling here, and she's not going to land that back in on the island. So it's going to be another break point for Oliynykova. Second break point of the game. Oh, wow, they just landed in that return. But what a return from Oliynykova. We're into the rally here, but arguably she's up on top of this rally. Eala with that forehand. Now it's Eala on the moon ball. Now it's Eala up the line, but actually Oliynykova is going to deal with this. It's going to be a tough moon ball for Eala, but she just about lands that in. And Oliynykova there just out. Lucky Alex there in terms of the dynamic of that rally, because it felt like she was in trouble at various points. But ultimately she gets away with it, and it's back to deuce. 2 break points now have come and gone for Oliynykova in this game. And it feels as though, in terms of the destiny, perhaps even of this match, that this game is huge. 3-all, deuce. Backhand return here for Oliynykova. It's got decent depth on it. And now it's going to be a drop shot that is going to be too good. From the minute it came off Oliynikova's racket, you could see she was thinking, I'm not sure that's getting over the net. And I think Eala possibly thought the same. Was she just a little delayed in her run here, Alex? Maybe. But either way, it was a perfectly executed drop shot from Oliynykova. Look at her just do that little bounce. Okay. Break point number 3 for Oliynykova. Is it going to be third time lucky? Oh, forehand return. Eala comes in. I thought she was going to go to the net there, Alex. She had a chance. Oh, and it's a forehand slice from Oliynykova that goes into the net, and it's back to 3-all deuce. Feels as though Oliynikova's sort of wasting a few chances here. Do give us a follow on Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. Do hit subscribe, of course, as well, to get us closer to 30,000. We are 37 subscribers away. We're going to get there. It could be you who makes that difference. Okay, we're into the rally here. Is Alex Eala going to get there in terms of holding her serve here? Oh, that drop shot is not good enough from Alex. And it's going to land out. And it's another break point for Oliynykova. Her 4th break point. The drop shot from Eala is anything but a weapon. Certainly today, anyway. Nice cross-court forehand there. And the backhand slice from Oliynykova is going to go into the net. Not the highest of quality encounters, this. Particularly from Oliynykova, who's hit a few slices that she wouldn't expect to hit into the net, but she has. Letting Alex Eala off the hook at times. 36 subscribers to 30K. Okay, forehand return here for Oliynykova. It feels like a while since we had a game point for Eala. In fact, I don't think we've even had one in this game, which is probably why it feels like a long time since we had one. Eala on the back foot here. The dynamic of this game. Oh, Eala puts a forehand into the net. So it's a 5th break point for Alex Eala. It's a 5th break point against Alex Eala for Oliynykova. $35 subscribers to 30K. Probably need a 3-set epic. Ooh, wildly missed first serve here for Alex Eala. Yeah, this game has really been very different in the fact that I felt that as though Eala was up in a lot of rallies, but Oliynykova is playing this well. Forehand return. Eala goes big on the backhand, but it's not going to be big enough to win the point outright. But she does put that volley away. Nerves of steel there from Alex Eala. And she gets back to deuce once again. Okay. Deuce. Eala's yet to have a game point in this game, which has, I don't know, it's been on for a while. Probably a good 10 minutes this game. Drop shot here for Alex. She's going to get to this one, though, unlike that previous one. And the cross-court backhand pass from Oliynykova does not make it. And as a result, we've got our first game point. Feels like this is like a 15-minute game. I think it's the first game point for Alex. I might be wrong on that, but I think it is. Anyway. Advantage Alex Eala as she tries to get to 4-3. Alex serves. Forehand return. Now on the forehand of Alex Eala into the backhand of Oliynykova, which is really good. Can Eala defend that? No, she can't. Deuce. And the game that seems to not want to end keeps going. Deuce. This was pre-match at the coin toss. Alex Eala ended up serving first, hence the fact that it is 3-all on her serve. Deuce. Couldn't be closer. Okay, Eala serves into the forehand of Oliynykova, which is going to be looped up. Eala takes it, but not big enough on that forehand. Now on the backhand, into the backhand of Oliynykova. Drop shot here from Eala. It's not bad, but actually Oliynykova equal to it. Or is she equal to it? No, she's not, because she pushes that forehand long. And it's going to be another game point. Back-to-back game points for Alex Eala. Can she take it on the second time of asking? Well, of course, I've asked more than twice for you to hit subscribe, and somebody's just duly obliged. And we are now 34 subscribers away from 30,000. I think we'll be less than 30 by the end of this stream. We're adding a subscriber about every 5 minutes. So I think we're probably about 2 hours away from hitting 30K, but we need an epic hit. Oh, wonderful return there from Oliynykova. By the way this game is going, we might be here for 3 hours. Deuce. Indeed, Joel. Indeed. Okay. Eala serves into the net. A very poor first serve as well. It was nowhere near clearing the net, that one. Second serve. Deuce. Oh, nearly a double fault from Eala. She took it big on that second serve. We're into the rally here. We're probably at neutral. Eala tries to go big there. The one thing I will say, compared to the first couple of games, is these loopy moon balls. Nice backhand there. Eala comes into the net. Good volley. Wonderful volley there from Alex Eala. That was class. And she's hit a few good volleys in this game. And she's going to have another chance to close it out in what is a game that's probably gone beyond 15 minutes now. Whew. A really good volley, because that wasn't easy. Game point here for Alex Eala to get us to 4-3 finally. Oliynykova, I think, has had 5 break points, and I think Eala's had 3 game points. Okay. So I think we've had about 8 deuces. And we're not going to get another one, though, because Oliynykova going to go long with that forehand slice. Again, the slice letting Oliynykova down. So, Eala gets us to 4-3. Huge, huge hold there. Eala had a break point on the Oliynykova serve, which feels like an age ago. She couldn't take it. Then Oliynykova has 5 break points in that game on the Eala serve, but she couldn't take them. Steve, Hi, welcome to the channel. Steve, can you do me a favor? Can you hit the like button and also hit subscribe, and you'll see this number. Steve, when you hit subscribe, you'll see this number tick over to 968. And you'll know that that was you, Steve de Guzman, who made that happen. That's assuming you're not a subscriber already. And you might be. And also, I need to know where you are tuning in from, Steve. Let me know in the live chat where in the world you are. Seems to be a lot of kids in the crowd today. There we go. 32 subscribers now to 30K. Yeah, where in the world are you, Steve? Because then I might be able to help you out. Might be able to. Are you in the Philippines? Seven deuces in that game. Okay, 7 deuces, not 8. Yeah, 7. Drop shot here from Eala. It's going to be too good ultimately, I think. Oh, no. Oh, and Oliynykova somehow missed that backhand on the run. What a crazy rally that was. Butterfly kisses in the Philippines. Nice. Love 15. Ooh, 31 subscribers away now. Good backhand cross court there, but wonderful forehand up the line. But Oleynykova's defending it well. Now Eala comes into the net. Oh, wonderful backhand up the line from Oliynykova after seemingly being down in that point. Really good shot up the line that Eala couldn't deal with. She just about got her racket on it, but nowhere near enough to get enough purchase on it back over there. Maybe Eala needs to let go of... She's got a two-handed backhand there, you see. Eala's got to let go of a racket on that one, and she doesn't. Anyway, it's 15 all here with Oliynykova serving. If you're in the Philippines and you want to know where to watch this, let me know in the live chat. If you're in the Philippines, just write, I'm in the Philippines. Where can I watch this match live? 15:30 here. As soon as somebody hits subscribe, I'll put the score back on the screen. Marianne, and you want to know where to watch it, by the way? Oh, thank you very much for that latest subscriber, by the way. Okay, 15:30. Huge moment in this match. Wonderful forehand return there from Alex Eala. That is sensational, and that is 2 break points for the Filipina. 15:40. What a huge moment this is in the match. Potentially a huge moment in Talking Tennis history as we head towards 30,000 subscribers. But we'll hold fire on that thought for now. 15:40 here, 2 break points for Alex Eala on the Oliynykova serve. Where are you going to go with this serve? Oliynykova of Ukraine serves down the tee but clips the net. So it's going to be another first serve for the Ukrainian. We are getting closer and closer to 30K, as you can see. Oh, second serve now, because the first serve goes into the net. 15:40, second serve. Lands in. Backhand return. It's too good from Alex Eala. She gets the break. And how often do we see that in tennis? When someone saves a bunch of break points, and Eala had to save 5 break points in that previous service game of hers. She saved all 5. Ultimately got over the line to get to 4-3, and then at the first time of asking on the Oliynykova serve, she breaks and is now going to serve for this first set, 5-3. Just asking the kids in the crowd to cool down a little bit. They're getting a little giddy, bless them. 5-3. Eala serving for the first set. Backhand here from her is a little bit awkward. In fact, she's going to get punished for that by Oliynykova. Love 15. Going to get my water. Need some water, people, to get us through this game. Can Eala get through it? Do hit subscribe. Okay. 15 all. Oh, the forehand there from Eala into the backhand. Now it's Eala up the line on the forehand of Oliynykova. Backhand here cross court into the forehand of Oliynykova, who slips slightly. But nevertheless, really good ball striking there from the Ukrainian. It's going to be 15-30. Okay, Eala serves down the tee, forehand return. Backhand down for Eala here. Under a bit of pressure. Lovely backhand up the line, but Oliynykova is equal to it. And in fact, the depth that Oliynykova found from that backhand has forced the error off the forehand side from Eala. And it's going to be 2 more break points for Oliynykova. I say 2 more. She had 5 in the previous service game of Eala. She couldn't take any of those. She's now got a 6th one. She'll get a 7th if she needs it. Unlike those 5, though, that all came in individual moments, this 2 are back-to-back. 15-40. Eala serves. Good serve down the tee. Oliynykova gets her backhand too. It's going to go long. So the first of those break points has been saved. That is now 6 break points that Eala has saved in this set. Is she going to be in 7th heaven by saving a 7th break point? Gets the first serve in, but the backhand is going to come back to her. Good forehand up the line, but Oliynikova's defending it and defending it pretty well. Now Oliynikova's going to have to defend again. Eala comes into the net with a bit of a surprise attack there, I think. Is she going to put this drive volley away? She is! Wow. Deuce, ladies and gentlemen. Deuce. I'm being asked for my prediction. Well, my prediction pre-match was an Alex Eala win in 3 sets. But it was a close call. But I've been, despite these 7 break points that Oliynikova's garnered in the last 2 games, I saw a lot in the games that preceded that gave me a lot of encouragement regarding Eala's ability to get over the line today. But we'll see. That first serve is going to land in. What a forehand that is from Eala. But good defense there from Oliynykova. Really good defense. And she's turning defense into attack now, Oliynykova. Can she get another break point? No, because she's not going to land that drop shot. And now we have our first set point. Hit that subscribe button. Get us to 30K. We're 29 subscribers away from 30K. Hit subscribe right now. You won't regret it. Okay. Set point here for Alex Eala. Is she going to be able to take it? 5-3, her advantage. Forehand return. Backhand now. Forehand from Eala goes into the net. And so we're at deuce. And that set point has come and gone. And we're now at deuce, people. More than 100 people watching on YouTube right now. Hit that like button. Subscribe. And watch this number tick over. Deuce. Eala serves, lands the first serve. The forehand return is going to come back to her. Now it's on the forehand of Eala. Backhand cross court from Oliynykova. Now on the forehand of Eala with good depth on it, but good depth there from Oliynykova as well. Now it's on her forehand, which is going to be looped up into the backhand of Eala. It's going to be a struggle for her, but we're still at neutral in this rally. But it's going to be another moon ball. Eala goes on the attack. Eala goes on the attack. Eala on the attack wins the point. And we're going to have a second set point for Alex Eala. Are we going to get a 29,972nd subscriber? We'll find out. Okay, set point here for Eala. Number 2. Where are you going to go with this serve, Alex? You are going out wide, but you're going to miss the first serve. So is the second serve here on her second set point? Eala serves. Down the tee. Good second serve. Aggressive second serve. Was taking a risk there, but we're into the rally here. It's going to be a backhand. Going to be a forehand up the line here for Eala. Now it's on her backhand, which is going to go into the net. Alex, of course, doing it the hard way, as only she knows. Deuce. Time to have a little sip of water. Let me know in the live chat where you are watching this match from. I know we've got Jake in Wales. We've got Matthew in England. We've got Butterfly Kisses in the Philippines. This was pre-match at the coin toss. Eala ends up serving first. And here she is serving for the second set. She's had 2 set points already, but they've both come and gone. And so we are at deuce. Forehand return here from Oliynykova. Onto the forehand of Eala, which is pretty good, but Olynykova equal to it. Now on the forehand of Eala again, which has got really good depth on it. It's an interesting volley there from Eala. It's going to help her win the point. Again, a bit of a surprise net attack. I don't know if that's a particular tactic for Eala today, but she executed that volley again very well. Eala's volleys today have been pretty good, with the exception of that one in the early stages, which she somehow contrived to put it out. Didn't cost her, though, because she ended up winning that game. 29 subscribers now from 30K. Please hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. Set point here, number 3 for Eala. Is it going to be third time lucky for the Filipina? 5-3. We've just added a subscriber. Thank you very much for that. Can Eala add this first set? Backhand return here from Oliynykova. Now it's on the backhand of Eala, which has got good depth on it. Now Eala can attack with a drop shot, but Oliynikova's just going to get there, is she? She is. But Eala puts that away, up the line. She wins the first set by 6 games to 3. She had to save 7 break points in that set. But ultimately, she did so. We've got Lakers here watching in Manila. Thank you for joining us, Lakers. Lakers_01. If you haven't already hit subscribe, Lakers_01, do so. And watch that little number tick over. And Lakers, it'll be you who made that difference. 27 subscribers now. Just 27 away from 30K. So you know what to do, people. You know what to do. Having a quick look at some of the stats from this first set. 0 aces and 0 double faults from either player. I'm going to share these with you on the screen right now. Just a moment. Eala wins the first set. So let's get these stats for you up. Eala wins the first set. Okay. Yeah, let's get these. Oh, look at this. Look at this subscriber count. Look at that, people. 24 subscribers away now from 30K. Okay, let's get these stats up for you. 7 break points is a huge stat regarding this first set. So this is Anisimova, by the way, having a bandage on her wrist. And as I say, as I mentioned before in the live chat, Eala needs 3 people to withdraw. This is not me hoping injury on anyone, of course, but Eala needs 3 people to withdraw for her to be seeded at the French Open, because any wins and points she gets this week in Strasbourg, they will not count towards her tally. Let's get the stats up for you, as I promised. Do give us a follow on X, by the way, at Talking Tennis 22. Great. Thank you. So anyway, regarding the stats from that set, yeah, 0 aces and 0 double faults for both players. Eala getting a magical 74% of her first serves in. Very important. If Eala can get 70% or more of her first serves in, it's a way to negate the fact that her serve is very attackable, especially in slow conditions such as this. Although Oliynykova probably doesn't quite have those weapons to attack it. 17 unforced errors for Alex will disappoint her slightly, but look at the ruthlessness in terms of break points. 1 from 2 Eala was, whereas Oliynykova was 0 from 7 breakpoint opportunities. Look how smoothly, nicely done that court is. 15 all as the second set commences. And look at us get closer and closer to 30,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, FLG, for giving us a subscribe. We are 22 away. We might, if we get 3 sets today, which I'm sure if you're an Eala fan, you don't want 3 sets. But if we get 3 sets today, we might get 30,000 subscribers live while we're on air. It just might happen while we're live. Yeah, I think she's had a few gifts as well, though, especially on the slices from Oliynykova. She has got 2 game points here, though, Oliynykova. 21 subscribers now away. So 2 game points here for the Ukrainian. It's going to be a second serve for Eala to look at. Okay. Body serve, but Eala deals with it. I think a few more body serves from Oliynykova might be a good idea. Oh, she slipped. I think she's all right. But she has just slipped there and grazed her knee, Oliynykova. 40-30. 20 subscribers away from 30K. Yeah, you can also become a member by clicking the join button. It's also pinned in the live chat. At least it should be. Okay, game point here for Oliynykova. Forehand return from Eala is going to go into the net. So 1-love for Oliynykova. Also, give our sister channel, Talking United, a follow as well. Hit subscribe on Talking United. This is our sister channel. We will much appreciate those subscribers. Look at that, though. We've only got 85 subscribers on Talking United. Very, very new project. I know Remissus, you have not yet subscribed. We would really love it if you could. That is our sister channel, Talking United. So please give us a subscribe there. In the meantime, also hit subscribe on Talking Tennis. 20 away from our magical 30K number. The magic number here at the moment is that Alex Eala won the first set by 6 games to 3. It is love 1, though, or 1-love, I should say, to Oliynykova in this second set. Good return there from Oliynykova. She didn't really hit enough of those in the first set, but now she's up in this round. She puts that forehand winner away. A little bit lucky there because it just clipped the net on the way through. Oliynykova does apologize for that net cord. I know you know nothing about soccer, Remissus, but we just need every subscriber. Look how sad it is. 85 subscribers. That's sad, no? 85. Would be nice. Oh, good play here from Eala to get us to 15 all. Oliynykova on the stretch once again. Do join us as well later on today with Nick and Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie's making her debut appearance on the channel. That's for WTA Weekly, which will be coming up in a few hours. You can even open that window right now and tune in and just leave it open so you don't miss us. Also hit the notification bell so you don't miss us any time. You don't miss any of our shows. Oh, somebody's not happy. They've unsubscribed. I hope that's not you, Remissus. Okay, Let's get back to this match because there's a little bit of pressure here. Eala 15-30. Backhand return from Oliynykova. Forehand from Eala. Backhand from Oliynykova. Now it's on her forehand. She's defending well there, Oliynykova, but she's going to have to defend again, and she can't defend that, I don't think. Well, it's going to land in, but Eala's going to dump that, put that away. 30 all. Somehow that, I think the wind blew that back in play almost. Because that was, I was sure that was going to land out. $30 all. Yeah, qualifying gets underway today in the French Open. Double fault from Alex Eala, her first double fault of the match, and it's going to be the 8th break point for Oliynykova. She wasn't able to take any of the previous 7. Let's see, can she take this one? Eala serves. Down the tee, forehand return. Now it's on the forehand of Eala with decent depth on it, but still we're into the rally here. Now it's on the forehand of Oliynykova, which is going to be looped up. Eala comes in to attack this, attacks it pretty well. Now she's going to have a really tricky shot here from the baseline, Eala, that she still manages to get in play, but we're still into the rally right now. Drop shot from Alex. Oliynykova easily going to get there. Alex in all sorts of trouble. Alex in all sorts of trouble. And Oliynykova gets her first break of the match. No one interacts with chat like you do, John. Makes it tough to tune in. I'm not sure what you mean, Mrs. Makes it tough. So it's tough to tune in to me because I interact with the chat? I don't know. Okay. So 2-love here for Oliynykova. She finally gets the break after 7 previous missed opportunities in terms of break points. It happens, Remissus, especially when people are chatting and they're talking tennis. Don't take any offense to it. Well, that's very nice of you, Remissus, but everyone has their own style. And at the moment, we're still a pretty small channel, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of occasions when, you know, hopefully in the future, we have a lot of viewers and chats, and it's not always easy to keep up. But we do our best. And hopefully it's good enough. And if it's not, sorry. 15-love here on the Oliynykova serve. Well, these two players are doing their best to give us a 3-setter. The reason I say that is because I think 3 sets might be just enough to get us to 30,000 subscribers live on air. 30-love there. Good serve out wide from Oliynykova. We like you, is all I'm saying. That's okay, Remissus. Lovely trophy there. That little emoji that Remissus has used as a member. Ooh, Eala there putting the backhand return into the net. And this match is certainly taking a twist in the direction of Oliynykova right now. Six-3, Eala won the first set, but it looks like she's going to go 3-love down in this second set in quick time. As we quickly, hopefully, head towards 30,000 subscribers. 19. 19 away. No, 19. Oh, double fault from Oliynykova. That's her first double fault of the match as well. 40-15. So a little gift there for Alex. But if you're going to hit a double fault, when you're up 2-love, 40-love, maybe it's not the worst time in the world to hit a double fault. Good serve out wide that Eala can't deal with. And it is 3-love for Oliynykova. Yeah, 3-love. It feels like we are going to go 3 now because When you serve first and you get that 3-game cushion at a change of ends, it is significant. Just 12 minutes for this set so far. The first set, which was 9 games, took 57 minutes, almost an hour for 9 games. Of course, one of those games was a good 20 minutes when I think we had 5 break points. We had 7 deuces, I think, in one game, didn't we? In a game that was maybe not 20 minutes, but was probably beyond 15. We're honing in on someone there in the crowd. I have no idea who that is, but he's got a very well-crafted beard and a nice hat and sunglasses. Do give us a follow on Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. Look, I've got my 30K tweet all ready to 30K Instagram celebratory post all ready, but I can't post it until this number hits 30K. Eala, they're looking a bit cold. It does look chilly conditions in Strasbourg. I remember being in Strasbourg a couple of years ago when it was super wet and super... But I believe it's going to get much warmer next week in Paris. Remissus, when is your flight to Paris? Okay, so love 3 here. Eala returns to the court. Ooh, and it's going to be love 15 now on the Eala serve. Okay, love 15 here. Second serve as well. Eala desperately needs a hold here, or it could be set over. Good cross-court backhand there from Oliynykova. She's on the attack. Oliynykova is bringing it right now. Love 30. Forehand winner from her. Very much the aggressor there. 22nd of May. Okay, 4 days from now. We're going to miss you during your spell because I'm guessing you won't be able to tune in too often. Maybe you can just get your phone out and just give us a listen and maybe a little tune in. Maybe we might even be commentating on a match that you're watching. Oh, a second serve here as well for Oliynykova to look at love 30. And this set could be just about done with an Oliynykova break. Backhand return from her. Forehand from Eala. Defending Oliynykova. Eala takes it on the backhand drive. I don't think she hit that cleanly, but it doesn't matter. 15-30. We seem to be stuck at the moment on this subscriber count. 19 away from 30K. It's been like that for a little while. So you got Philippe Chatrier tickets, have you? Okay, second serve here for Oliynykova to look at. So done the T. Forehand return. Backhand from Eala into the forehand of Oliynykova. Backhand now up the line from Eala. She's in a spot of bother now, though, because Oliynykova is going to be able to attack this. Eala's defending, but can she defend this? I don't think so, because Oliynykova is very much on top of this rally. Eala somehow gets her racket on it, but it's not going to land in, and it's going to be 2 more break points for Oliynykova. 15-40. Okay. 2 break points here for Oliynykova. Serves. Clips the net. Lands in. But it's going to be another first serve here for Eala. Time to take a little sip of water. Backhand return. Backhand here from Eala into the forehand of Oliynykova. Backhand up the cross court there. Now it's an Eala backhand cross court. Forehand there into the backhand of Eala. A slice there from Oliynykova. This time that slice does the trick. Now it's going to be a drop shot. It's going to be too good. Too good from Oliynykova. She has really raised her level in this second set, and she leads 4-love. It seems extremely likely now that we're going to head to a third set. And Eala is very much into a dogfight, but she's a fighter. And what was looking like a potential win now for Alex. Wow. I don't know. Maybe Oliynykova the favorite right now. That can return from Alex. Oh, a wonderful +1. Oliynykova just playing a bit more aggressively now. Maybe she's thinking I was a bit too passive in that first set. Good serve out wide, and then she went with it with a forehand there. Up the line that Alex Eala could do nothing about. Backhand return here into the forehand. Backhand now cross court from Eala into the forehand of lovely angles being created here by Oliynykova, and she's going to get to 30-love. And it might be Gabriella. It might be a bagel. It might be. Is a bagel ever nice? I don't know. Even if it, like, of course, you always want your player to win. I'm not sure if it's ever nice for Mrs. In fact, I think a lot of players, you know, if you said to a player, would you like to win 6-love, 6-love? You'd probably go, no, do you know what? Give me 6-love, 6-1. 4-love, 30-love. Forehand return here from Eala is going to go long. And it is 40-love. The serving as well from Oliynykova has certainly gone up, maybe a notch, maybe even 2 in this set. Look how everyone's all wrapped up. Good forehand return there from Eala, but it's not one of the point outright. She's on top of this point though right now, but Oliynikova's defending and defending pretty well. Oliynikova's still defending, but not able to defend that. 40-15. I tell you what, 4-love, 40-love is a hell of a deficit. Even by Eala standards. Of course, Eala, I think she might have had 5-1 on somebody. Ostapenko in the second set. Was it 5-1? It was a double break anyway. It might have been a double break, but 4-1 or something like that in Linz in the second round. She'd already lost the first set though, so. Anyway, okay. 6-3, 4-love, 40-15. Double fault from Oliynykova. She's certainly playing more aggressively on serve, and that time too much so, as she gets her second double fault, I believe, of the match, but both have come in this set. So, yep, it does look chilly. Backhand return here from Eala into the forehand of Oliynykova. Now on the forehand of Eala, she's picking it up a bit here. Now a slice here from Eala into the backhand of Oliynykova. Now backhand into the forehand once again. Both going cross court. Now it's on the backhand of Eala, who goes up the middle of the court. Now is a chance for Eala to push Oliynykova out wide. Oliynykova there with a moonball, but that's going to land in. Eala now still in this rally. Oliynykova tries to pick up the pace, but doesn't do so. She's got another chance to do so, but she puts that backhand into the net. And as a result, it is deuce. The screenshots of 4-love, 40-love in this set, and even in this match, might be just being made right now. Okay. Yeah, Oliynykova there. That took her. I think this rally took a little bit out of her, but good serve down the tee and ace. That might be her first ace of the match as well. From Oliynykova there. So it is 4-love, And it is more game points for the Ukrainian. Oh, it's the second of the day. She only had 5 aces all year. Wow. But she's certainly got, when she goes for it on that serve, it's not bad. Oh, a forehand slice there from Oliynykova goes into the net. Her slicing today has been very much hit and miss. That is for sure. It looks like the subscriber gods want to keep us away from 30K. As you can see, still 20 away. Okay, into the rally here. Eala trying to garner a break point. Can she garner a break point? It's going to be a tricky volley for her, but it's going to be another one. It's going to be a tricky smash for her. She's going to miss it as well. Good defending there from Oliynykova. And yeah, it was a tricky smash. I mean, what made it tricky was that it was the sort of, she thought she might have just won the point with that first volley, but wasn't quite enough. And then she has a tricky-ish smash, but probably she makes it 7.5 times out of 10. But unfortunately for Alex, that was one of the 2.5 times out of 10 that she misses it. Forehand return here from Eala up the line is really good. Eala very much on the attack, must win the point from here, and does. Deuce. Oliynykova not going to... Sorry, Eala not going to give up this set easily, which it would easily have been able to do when she's down 4-love, 40-love. Okay. Forehand. Oh, it's going to go long there. So we're going to get a break point here for Alex Eala. Eala hustling, hustling, hustling. And she's got a break point now on the Oliynykova serve. And 4-1 with a 1 break deficit. And who knows? Oh, and a second serve here for Eala to look at. I wonder if Oliynykova is going to go big on this second serve. I think she might. Double fault. Eala gets the break. 4-1. 4-1 now. And I tell you what, 4-love, 40-love, and the set was done. Now, maybe. What Eala needs to do now, though, is she needs to hold. That's what Alex needs now, is a hold and give something for Oliynykova to think about. Change of ends. Good morning, Jake, having a nice nap there. What do we think about De Minaur? Surprising win over Cerundolo in Hamburg. Maybe Cerundolo's form needs to be given some thoughts. I'm just going to have a quick look because I feel as though he's not really pulled up any trees of late since winning in Argentina. What did he do in Rome? Yeah. 1 win, 1 loss. Tough draw for Cerundolo and Lodi. And then in Madrid, 2 wins. Darderi and Hanfman, and then losing to blocks. In Munich, he made the quarters before losing to Zverev. 1 win, 1 loss in Monte Carlo. Miami made the quarters, but lost to Zverev in a very humbling manner, 6-1, 6-2. Second round loss to Draper in Indian Wells. Semi-finals, but lost to Hanfman in Chile. Rio lost in the second round, actually gave a walkover to Tirante, his compatriot. And of course, won the title in Argentina. So he's not been in a final since Argentina, and he's not been in a semis since Santiago. Anyway. We'll see. Okay. Eala here serving at 1-4. Make sure you tune in for WTA Weekly in a couple of hours with Nick and Anne-Marie Batson. And in the meantime, hit that subscribe button and get us to 30K before the end of this stream. Forehand return here from Oliynykova into the forehand of Eala, which is huge. And it's going to help her win the point for 15-love.
One of the things that Eala said that she's been working on in her game, she's been working on her serve quite a bit, but she's also been working on her fitness and says it's really improved this year. You can see moves very well on her side of the court.
First serve missed.
Seen a few highlight reel points throughout this year with Eala.
Second serve here for Oliynykova. Backhand return. Oh, it's just going to miss. I thought that was a huge backhand winner from her, but it must have just missed.
Eala going to be playing singles and doubles at Roland Garros. Playing doubles with Victoria Mboko, the Canadian, who's the #1 seed.
Okay.
A wild card here. Didn't play Rome because of an illness, so just getting some matches in here for the French.
Oh, we just gained a subscriber, so we are now 18 subscribers. This is the closest we've ever been to 30K. We are 18 away. If we get, second serve here for Oliynykova to look at. If we get a third set, I think we might make 30K during this stream. We might do. I think we might not even need a third set because even if Eala comes back, that's going to go long. Because even if Eala comes back, it's obviously going to be we're going to be here at least another half an hour. And that might not be enough. We might need an hour to get us to 30K. Oh, we just gained 2 subscribers. Look at that. We might get to 30K during this stream. We might do. If you hit subscribe right now, we might get to 30K during this stream. Woo, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Okay, Eala here. 3 game points for 4-2. Get those screenshots out of 4-love, 40-love for Oliynykova. Oh, Eala goes big on the forehand cross court, but misses into the net. But she's going to have 2 more chances to win this game. Mani Alcantara, if you haven't already done so, please hit subscribe. Okay, forehand here from Oliynykova up the line. Now Eala can come in and attack this. And attack this she does. She holds 4-2. Big hold, that one. In terms of the scoreboard pressure that now Oliynykova might just feel. Back-to-back games. Remember, Oliynykova had 4-love, 40-love. And now it's 4-2. One of the breaks has been got back. Oh, boy, if Eala gets a break here. Drop shot from Oliynykova, but Eala's going to get there. But I think Eala could have done more with that. In fact, she probably could have and should have gone cross court with that one. 15-love. I think Eala could have done better there. I think she needs to go cross court. Remember, the winner of this match between Eala and Oliynykova is going to play the winner of Buskova and Siniakova, which will come on later today. Forehand up the line from Eala. Now Eala's going to chase this down. Is she going to do a redrop? No, she's not. But she's going to have a tricky volley at the net. In fact, Oliynykova now on top of this rally. But she's ceded that advantage. Ceded it big style, and Eala wins the point, 15-all. Woo. Yeah, I do think Oleynykova's just feeling this a little bit, both physically and mentally. Backhand cross court now. Oliynykova on the forehand. Now on the Eala forehand. A chance to attack, but Oliynykova defends well. Now a drop shot from Eala. That is a smart shot from Alex Eala, particularly if there are any physicality issues from Oliynykova on the other side of the net, because it's now 15-30. Wow. 4-love, 40-love to Oliynykova. 3 game points for 5-love, and now she's 15-30 on her serve. Let's see, 15-30. 1 hour and 28 minutes on the clock. Big second serve there, and the Eala, though, can't deal with it. 30-all. Now, this is a huge point. It feels as though the likelihood of the person who wins this point wins the set goes up big style. Like if Oliynykova wins this point, she's got a game point, and she's got that little bit of breathing space that she needs to get to 5-2. Eala gets a break point, and there'll be all sorts of doubt crossing Olynykova's mind. Let's see. Backhand return from Eala's not bad, but we're into the rally right now. Now it's on the backhand of Oliynykova. Maybe Eala's got to just stay patient here. Oh, and the forehand slice there from Oliynykova doesn't work, and it is going to be a break point for Alex Eala. 30-40. Wow. This will be 3 games in a row potentially here for Alex. 30-40. Oliynykova to serve. First serve goes into the net. An example of tiredness, perhaps, for the Ukrainian. So a second serve here for Alex Eala to look at on this break point. Backhand return from Alex is really good, but Olynykova's equal to it. But mind you, we're still in the rally. Arguably, though, we're back to neutral here. Eala goes cross-court with the backhand. It's a little bit tame from her. Now she's got a chance to attack, but doesn't quite take it. Oh, I thought Oliynykova had gone long there, but she hasn't. Oliynykova now on the attack, and she takes it. Deuce. Ooh. And we have 15 subscribers now away from 30K. Hit subscribe if you haven't already done so. 15 away. But even if we do go 3 sets now, what we've seen in the last sort of 10 minutes or so, I'm not sure Oliynykova can go again. We'll see. I think she'll probably take a break at the end of this set, whatever happens. Okay, Oliynykova to serve down the tee. Forehand return, from Eala. But Eala's not going to be able to get to that one. Well done, Oliynykova, winning back-to-back points. And now the Ukrainian has a game point for 5-2. She's certainly playing more aggressively right now. Okay. Oliynykova to serve down the tee. Backhand return from Eala. It's got good depth on it. And Oliynykova can't deal with it. So we're at deuce. Really good depth on that return from Alex. 15 subscribers away from the golden figure of 30K. Hit subscribe right now and watch this number tick over and get us to 30K. Okay, deuce here. Backhand return from Eala goes into the net. Game point again for Oliynykova. Huge game in the destiny of this match. Huge, huge game. Oliynykova desperate for the hold. Alex Eala desperate to break serve. Okay. Forehand return from Eala is pretty good, but we're into the rally right now. Now on the forehand of Oliynykova, which is a tired forehand and goes into the net. And it's deuce, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, indeed. I think Oliynykova is gasping for air. She's struggling a bit physically right now. She just needs to get through this game and therefore potentially this set. Oh, misses that first serve by some margin. So a second serve here for Alex Eala to look at. Deuce. Double fault from Oliynykova. She's picking up the pace on that second serve and she's going for it, which I think is also partly linked to her tiredness because she doesn't want to be getting in lengthy rallies. Another break point here for Alex Eala in this game. Can she take it? Forehand return. Backhand now from Oliynykova into the forehand of Alex Eala. Backhand from Oliynykova. It's going to go long. We've got the break of serve, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on serve here in Strasbourg. Wow. 4-love, 40-love for Oliynykova. And that advantage has evaporated. It is now 4-3. We're on serve. An hour and 32 minutes. And in terms of this set, I think Alex is now the favorite to probably get this done. Does she get it? I mean, it's all about this game, isn't it? I know I always say that, but it is all about this game. If Alex holds, I think it's done. Winner of this game wins the match. No, winner of this game doesn't win the match. Winner of this game wins the set. And of course, in Eala's case, it's winning the match. But I even think even if Oliynykova wins this set, I'm not sure she can get through a third. For sure, if Oliynykova does somehow win this set, she will take a break and need that 5 minutes to compose herself and take a deep breath and go again in the third. But it's looking like a 6-3, 6-4, 6-3, 7-5 win for Eala. That's what it's looking like right now. And by the way, should she do so, Alex, as in like she gets it done in straights in the next 15, 20 minutes, then I don't think we're going to make 30K during this stream. I don't think. Because we're 14 away. We probably need about 45 minutes. So we probably need at least a tie break in this second set. Oh, Eala misses the first serve. So, 3-4, second serve. Oh, double fault from Eala. Maybe Eala's just starting to feel it a little bit physically. Love 15. $13 to go. 13. Okay, forehand winner here from Eala. No, defended. But can Eala put this away? She can. Not the cleanest of backhands, but she can. Chino C. Kevin. Ooh, 12 now. 12 more subscribers for 30K. I think we need at least a tie break in this set. If Eala wins, for sure, 30K subs. I mean, we're going to get there anyway, Chino. Chino watching on Twitch. Ooh, good backhand there from Oliynykova. 15-30. 15-30, people. So, Oliynykova going again. Well done for her to digging deep. Ooh, look. 11 more subscribers now for 30K. And a second serve here for Oliynykova to look at. Interesting. 10 subscribers now. Okay, we're into the rally. Big point, this one. Drop shot. Eala's going to not get there, is she? No. Double bounce. 15-40. 2 break points here for Oliynykova. Yeah, a lot of height on that drop shot, but it had a lot of backspin as well. Really well placed. Good drop shot there from Oliynykova. She's hit a few sweet ones today, actually. Okay. 2 break points chances here for Oliynykova. Forehand up the line from Eala into the forehand of Oliynykova. Now on another forehand of Eala. Another moon ball here for Eala to try and hit early, but not early enough. Oliynykova there with a forehand slice up the line. And Eala goes long. And so we've got the break. And the deficit that Eala had, that she managed to reduce, Oliynykova has just regained the advantage in this set. And 5-3 she leads. And as a result, she will serve for the second set. Didn't feel like we were heading in that direction a few moments ago, but one direction we are heading in is 30K subscribers. Just 9 more. There are about 100 of you watching right now and you haven't hit subscribe. Backhand into the net from Oliynykova. Love 15. I am now, because of Oliynykova winning that game, whatever happens, even if Eala wins the next 4 games, I'm now optimistic that we'll reach 30K during this stream. Okay, love 15 here. This feels like a big point because I think Eala probably gets the break again if she gets to love 30. But I don't think she's going to get to love 30. No, she's not. 15 all. Ooh. 15 all. Okay, into the rally here. Backhand here for Eala into the cross-court forehand strike zone potentially for Oleksandra and Oliynykova. And Eala can't deal with that. So it is 30-15 now for Oliynykova. 2 points away from winning this second set. And what a crazy set it has been. Is Eala just touching her back there? I hope she's okay. Okay, second serve here for Eala to look at 30-15. 5-3, 30-15. Backhand return from Eala's pretty good. And Oliynykova not quick enough to it. So it is 30 all. All right. Set point or break point. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Hit that like button as well on this video. Don't forget. Okay. That first serve has been missed. What about that for a return from Eala? It's immaterial because the first serve didn't land in. Anyway, second serve here, 30 all. Double fault. Oh, Oliynykova. 30-40 now. So a break point opportunity for Eala. An hour and 39 minutes on the clock. Hello, Rosanna. And it's going to be a second serve as well. Please stay with us because something momentous is about to happen. 30-40. Backhand return from Alex. Now it's on the... Oh, that's going to go long from Oliynykova. It's another sliced error from the Ukrainian. And we're back on serve once again. And those people with those screenshots of 4-love, 40-love are dusting off their cameras and their phones once again, ready to tweet that out to the world. Anyway, still not done yet for Eala. She's got to hold serve here at 4-5 because if she gets broken, Oliynykova will win the second set. Some momentous milestones are going to be reached, I'm sure, today. One of them might be the fact that Eala came back from 4-love, 40-love down. And another one might be that we get to 30,000 subscribers. We are 3 years and 8 months into our journey on Talking Tennis. And we are almost at 30,000. If you have a friend or a relative, send them a link to our channel right now. There's a share button at the bottom of just below the screen. You can click share and then share it on your socials. Send people WhatsApps. Look at that. 2 more people have hit subscribe. And so we are 6 subscribers away from 30K. We're going to do it today. We're going to do it during this live stream, I think. And the umpire's called time, not on our 30K pursuit, but in terms of the players returning to the court. This set was going really quickly, wasn't it, when Oliynykova raced into a 4-love, 40-love lead. But now here we are, and we're in a dogfight in this second set. It's 4-5, but the momentum very much with Eala right now. Okay. Forehand here from Eala into the forehand of Oliynykova. Backhand up the line is going to be too good. 15-love. 15-love, people, for Eala. You're welcome, Rosanna. You're welcome. We're going to get there. 15-love. Eala serving. 4-5, 15-love. Second serve here for Oliynykova to look at. I'm almost just tempted to leave this on the screen until we get to 30K. But I know you want to see the score. Okay, forehand return. Forehand here from Eala. It's good depth there from Oliynykova. Now it's on her forehand, which is going to be looped up. Eala's going to try and take that out of the air early, but she's not going to succeed in doing so. So it is 15 all. So, Oliynykova, she got to 2 points away, didn't she? She was at 30-15 maybe on her serve in the previous game. And now she's at 15 all. So she's 3 points away from winning this set, Oliynykova, albeit it's on the Eala serve. Good aggressive play here from Eala, and it's going to help her win the point for 30-15. Okay, Eala is serving an hour and 44 minutes on the clock as she seeks parity in this set for the first time since it began, because she soon went down 4-love, 40-love. 5 subscribers away from 30K. You know what to do, people. Okay, 30-15. Forehand return here from Oliynykova into the forehand of Eala, which is going to be missed up the line. So we're going to get to 30 all. And again, 2 points away, Oliynykova, from winning this second set. She's had some advantages in this set, and she's ceded them, none more so than when she was up 4-love, 40-love. But she still might get over the line in this second set. Huge point. Biggest point in the match. 4-5, 30 all. Run around forehand return. Forehand from Eala's pretty big, but Oleynykova's going to defend it pretty well. Backhand to the forehand of Eala. Good depth there from Alex. Alex now on the drive volley. Comes into the net. Does she put the volley away? She does. Good volley from Alex Eala. 40-30 for Eala. And she has a game point. Crazy comeback indeed, Remisus. And you were like going, oh, this will be a nice bagel. Remisus. Okay. 40-30. Game point for 5 all. Backhand return. Backhand now from Eala. Oh, she's made it. What a backhand winner that is from Alex Eala. 5 all. And surely now, Alex Eala, the momentum is all with her. Yeah. From 4-love, 40-love, we are now at 5 all. And all the momentum with the Filipino right now. Have we got the momentum to get to 30K during this stream? I think so. Especially if we get a tie break, definitely. But I'm not sure we do get a tie break. I think Eala might be winning this 6-3, 7-5. Double fault from Oliynykova, love 15. Look at this. Sad, sad number. We're 5 away. Very humbling words there. Drop shot from here from Eala is not going to be good enough, though. 15 all. Not even going to make it over the net. That drop shot from Eala is very much a hit and miss scenario. At times today, it was very much a miss scenario. Okay. 15 all. Oliynykova to serve. Ooh, that had a funny kick on it. I don't know if that was the kick or if it was the bounce. Just a funny bounce. 4 away now. 4 subscribers. 4 of you are watching right now. And you're thinking, shall I hit subscribe? Yeah, go on then. Why not? 30-15 here for Oliynykova. It's another funny bounce, and it's going to deceive Eala, so it's going to be 40-15. So we are going to have 2 game points here for Oliynykova. Three subscribers away now. 2 game points for Oliynykova and 6-5. Good serve from her. Backhand return. Forehand from Oliynykova with good depth on it, but Eala's equal to it. Now it's a backhand slice. Eala now had a chance to come into the net, but didn't take it. Now it's Eala on the forehand, which she dumps into the net, and we do indeed get to 6-5 6-5 for Oliynykova. So Oliynykova has at least earned herself a tiebreak, at the very least. I wonder if we might get these next 3 subscribers during the changeover. Those of you just tuning in, the score is 1 set to love for Eala, but Oliynykova leads 6-5 in the second set. Oliynykova had 4 love, 40 love in this second set. She had 4 love, 40 love. So she had 3 game points for 5 love. Couldn't take them. Eala broke and then broke the momentum and arguably the spirit of Oliynykova for a period of time that enabled her to get to 5-all. But Oliynykova just dug deep there to hold serve and gets to 6-5. I want you as a viewer to dig deep and click on that subscribe button. And you're going to get us to 30K. There are 100 people watching right now who haven't subscribed. And I've got this Instagram post ready to go when we hit the 30K mark. $29,997 subscribers. It's going to be 29,998 in a moment. Marianito Caberte, guys, subscribe. And also, of course, don't forget to hit that like button as well. The umpire has called time, so we didn't make 30K during that change of ends. As we get closer to the 2-hour mark for this epic encounter in Strasbourg, it's the debut appearance for Eala at this event. As and when it finishes for her, she'll be off to Paris for the French Open for her second appearance at the French Open. Okay, Eala here, 5-6 in this set. Forehand return. Forehand from Eala up the line is going to put Oliynykova in a spot of bother. Backhand here into the backhand of Oliynykova, which is going to clip the net, but Eala's still in the rally here. Eala comes into the net. She's been good at the volleys today, but she doesn't pick that one up. Oh, lovely defensive play there from Eala at the net. Great reactions from the Filipina. 15 love. We are 2 subscribers away now from 30,000 subscribers. We're going to hit it. So just hit that subscribe button. 29,998 subscribers. It is 15 love for Eala. I think it's fitting that we're doing an Eala watch along for us when we hit the 30K. Oh, Eala's missed the forehand. They might be, Maria. Yeah. Oh, 29,999. Well, someone is going to hit subscribe right now, and you are going to be the 30,000th subscriber. And you can do a little dance. Look, someone's waiting to be 30,001. Okay, we're into the rally right now. Someone's going to be our 30,000th subscriber. It's not going to be Eala because she's already subscribed, I'm sure, after we interviewed her last year. Someone can do a little dance knowing that they've made a difference. Ah, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached 30,000 subscribers. And the rest of you will be relieved because I'm not going to be talking about it now for any more during this stream, although I might mention the fact that we reached it, and you'll be thinking, just put the scoreboard, please, back up. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Okay, 30 all here. So, again, Oliynykova has got within 2 points of this set. Okay, moonball here for Alex to deal with on the forehand side. Now it's another moonball for her to deal with, also on the forehand again. And she's put that forehand long, Eala. And as a result, we're going to get a set point for Oliynykova, the Ukrainian. It's her first set point, which feels quite remarkable given that she was up 4-love, 40-love. And yet here we are to push us to a third set. It's on the Eala serve. Eala will be desperate to get a first serve in here. She does. Now it's on the forehand of Alex, into the backhand of Oliynykova, which is a good backhand, but we're still into the rally right now. Wonderful forehand from her. Eala struggling, but she's back in the rally almost here. Eala cross-court with the backhand now. Oh, she's going to find that difficult to pick up. She's going to come into that. She's going to get past. Oliynykova wins the second set by 7-5. We're going 3, ladies and gentlemen. And Oliynykova, of course, as I suggested, was going to take a break at the end of this set. She's going to go off court. Much needed break for her. 58 minutes that set. This match is going to hit the 2-hour mark while Oliynykova heads off court for a 5-minute break. Well. Oliynykova pushes us to a third set. Thank you for the congratulations on reaching 30K. So we're going the distance. Let's get these stats up. Crazy set. Right, let's get those stats up for you on the screen. I'll share you those stats, but what a crazy, crazy set. 4-love, 40-love. We get to 5-all. Okay. Okay, so those stats I was promising you. Are as follows. This is just for the set. 58 minutes, 2 aces for Oliynykova, which is kind of crazy because she's only had, I think, 5 on tour all year until today, and she's hit 2 more. Eala here getting some instructions from her coach, Bosch. Eala getting some instructions ahead of the third set in Strasbourg. 6 double faults from Oliynykova in that set, but she was taking risks on that second serve. Eala's first serve percentage dropping slightly. Remember, I was congratulating her on a 74% first serve scenario in the first set, which dropped down to 67% in the second. And she's hit another 17 unforced errors in that set, much like the first. But look at Oliynykova in terms of her ruthlessness on break points in this set compared to the first. It's a very finely balanced match. I still think that Eala showed enough in that second set to suggest that she's going to prevail here in 3. It was my prediction, of course. Pre-match that Eala would prevail in 3 sets. Her coach, of course, is Bosch. That is the name of Alex Eala's coach. And so, we're going 3, people. Give us a follow on Instagram, by the way, at Talking Tennis TT. We appreciate those follows as much as we do on YouTube. So do give us a follow there if you can. Also, we're on TikTok as well, where we're simply talking tennis. We've got loads of extra stuff on there. So some of the stuff we don't post on YouTube, we do post on Instagram. Sometimes we post on both. Sometimes it's just on YouTube. Shall we? I think I'm going to put this on Instagram, the third set. Let's go on Instagram Live, shall we? And add this deciding set. Umpire calls time. Bit of Avril Lavigne being called out. I just feel as though that despite the fact that Oliynykova got over the line there, I still feel as though there's a bit of momentum with Alex. But we'll see. Oliynykova here serving at the beginning of this third set, and it is love 15. And a second serve. Welcome for those of you watching on Instagram, where you can give us a follow if you haven't done so already at Talking Tennis TT. Thank you very much for the congratulatory comment on 30,000 subscribers. Love 30 here now on the Oliynykova serve. So an early chance for Alex perhaps to take an advantage in this set. Of course, Oliynykova does have a small advantage of serving first. Went to the rally here. Good depth there from Alex Eala, considering she was on the defense, but probably at neutral now in terms of this rally. A moon ball. Alex Eala tries to take this out of the air. Oh, and Oliynykova had a chance to pass there, but didn't take it up the line. And it's 3 break points for Alex Eala to begin this deciding set. This was Eala at the end of that second set getting some much-needed advice. Okay, Eala here on the backhand of the line. Oh, she's going to get the break of serve, Eala, to begin this this third set, sorry. And so, 1-love already for Alex Eala. As I say, despite losing that second set, it felt like Oliynykova was just somehow struggling to get over that line. And the 4-love, 40-love advantage she had, even though she managed to finally get over the line in that second set, it has carried over in terms of that momentum to get it to 5-all for Alex. And it is 1-love already for Eala. By the way, a little nugget of the press room information. They have when I was working in the press corps at Strasbourg a couple of years ago, they had a beer tap in the press room. How about that? Free beer. Very nice. Much appreciated. Okay, Eala here on the forehand. Decent depth from her. It's going to be a moon ball from Oliynykova. Another moon ball from her onto the forehand of Eala. Good forehand cross court from Alex. Now it's a forehand from Eala. Winner. Lovely. 15-love. Okay. Little stretch. Remember, the winner of this encounter is going to be playing a Czech opponent in the second round, either Buskova or Siniakova. They'll be playing a little bit later. Forehand into the net there from Eala. 15-all. Yeah, Eala's birthday in 5 days from now. Oh, 23rd of May. She shares a birthday with my friend James Plummer from school. From my primary school days, or high school as well. Good forehand there from Alex. She's on the attack here, but she's going to miss that backhand. 15-30. A win for Eala today might see her go past Bejlek in the rankings. And if Siniakova was to lose, she might overtake both of them. Wong lost today in Strasbourg as well. Anyway, lots of ifs, buts, and maybes. Eala's not thinking about that right now. She's just got to win this match and get into the second round. Decent forehand from Eala. Backhand cross-court is big. What a defensive shot that is, though, from Oliynykova. Wow. Did really well. Fizzed that over the net, and Eala couldn't deal with it in the end. And it's going to be 2 break-back points for Oliynykova here to get us back on serve. So it's 1-love for Eala with a break, but it is 15-40. Oliynykova is digging deep. Okay, we're into the rally here. Okay, we're into the rally still. Interesting angle created there by Alex Eala, and not for the first time. Oliynykova on the deck. Is she okay? She's taking a little tumble. Hmm. 30-40. Oh, Eala's going to miss that. It's going to be 1-1. Forehand return from Eala goes into the net, and suddenly it's 15-love. Rosanna here. Well, I mean, maybe now. I tell you what, an Oliynykova hold here, and I've got no idea. I'm going to stop predicting, probably. Okay, backhand cross court. Just missed from Oliynykova. Just seeing Oliynikova's fall once again. Looked a bit painful, that one. Fingers crossed she's okay health-wise. Backhand return from Eala goes into the net, and it's 30-15. Eala on the run. Eala on the defense. Eala fighting. Backhand cross court from her is a nice one. Drop shot here from Oliynykova. And Eala. Oh, wow. Alex Eala. Now, that is some magic from her. Somehow getting her racket on that drop shot. But not only that, producing a winner off it. Just wild. And it brings up an applause from Oliynykova, congratulating Eala on that one. 30 all. Second serve. Forehand return. Backhand now from Oliynykova is really good, and Eala can't get it. Really good angle there created by the Ukrainian. And so she has a game point for 2-1. And the physical issues that seem to be blighting her during the first set, she seems a bit better now. That break at the end of the second set, a bit better. Not great, but better. And those sort of physical... Oh, drop shot. Sorry, underarm serve there. And Eala can't deal with it. Wow, an underarm serve from Oliynykova. And actually, it kind of did catch Eala by surprise. Oliynykova apologized, I think, because she was like... Look, she's got a bit of an issue with the right calf. Oliynykova. She's just sort of rubbing it a bit. But anyway, back to the underarm serve. I'm just going to watch this again. I don't think she wanted to put it as deep as she did. She didn't want to put anywhere near as much depth on that. It just landed in, but Eala kind of did get caught by surprise by it because then she puts the forehand return into the tram line. Normally with an underarm serve, if they're executed well, you've then got a chase on your hands to get to it. But anyway, 2-1. That is the important statistic as far as Oliynykova is concerned. Time. I think Eala's got to just sort of put the craziness of this match out of her mind and just hone in on her tennis here. And if she does that, I think she wins the match. You know, just things like the potential injury that Oliynykova, I don't think it's a serious thing, but just in terms of that, she might have seen that out the corner of her eye. Just got to put that out of her mind. Just concentrate on the tennis. A lovely backhand up the line from Alex, but it's not going to win the point, though. Slice here from Oliynykova. We've seen a few stray slices from her today. Nah. Forehand from Oliynykova goes into the net. 15-love. Okay. First time ever, Joel, or just first time in this match? Yeah, first time in the match for sure. Okay, second serve here for Oliynykova to look at. It's a real 50-50. Maybe Eala's still the slight favourite. But it's close. Ooh, strange tactical decision there from Eala. Yeah, right. So the decision to go for the sort of deep moonball was fine. It was well executed, actually, by Eala. But she was hesitant in coming to the net. And as a result, she got past. Okay. People, I want you to hit that like button for us. How many likes have we got on this video? Okay, Eala down the tee, backhand return. Now on the forehand of Alex, up the line. Now she's got a smash, Eala. Oh, she's going to be passed off that smash. 15-30. Look at Oliynykova now with a little second wind. She was down a break, 1-love at the beginning of this deciding set, but she broke back immediately. Then she held to 30, and now it's 15-30 on the Eala serve. And it's going to be a second serve as well for Oliynykova to look at. Backhand return. Forehand, backhand now from Eala cross court. Now it's on the... Oh, it's going to go long from Oliynykova. That's a little bit of a gift for Alex. So 30 all. Okay, forehand return into the backhand of Eala up the line. Now backhand cross court into the forehand of Eala. Decent depth there from Alex. Alex on the defense here. Alex on the defense, and she can't defend that. As a backhand winner from Oliynykova goes in behind Alex. And it is 30-40. Deuce, good return there as he Ooh, misses the first serve there from Eala. So deuce here, second serve. Backhand return is pretty good. But Eala's just about equal to it. Can she get to this drop shot? She can. Now she's going to be lobbed, is she? Yes, successfully so. Break point number 2 in this game for Oliynykova. Drop shot into the net. Oliynykova does... Sorry, Eala gets it, but the lob from Oliynykova was too good. Okay. Break point number 2 in this game. Forehand return to the back. A forehand of Eala. Oh, what a forehand winner that is from Eala. Wow. Great angle there from Alex Deuce. Time to highlight our sister channel, Talking United. Please do give a subscribe to Talking United. There is the link. I'm just going to post it in the chat. There it is on your screen. Oh, good shot there from Eala. Still not done this. What a shot that is. Now she's got a drive volley, but she puts it into the one area of the court where Oliynykova could stay in the rally, and somehow Oliynykova wins that point. Eala had Oliynykova on the ropes there, but she wasn't able to finish her off. And eventually she's passed. Oliynykova is feeling much better right now. That is for sure. Give our sister channel, Talking United, a subscribe, please. Okay, break point number 3 now for Oliynykova in this game. Serves down the tee, the forehand loop back return. Now it's on the forehand of Eala. Backhand here. Eala on the backhand cross court. Good depth from Alex there, but still into the rally here. Forehand to forehand right now, but that forehand from Oliynykova, she didn't hit it that cleanly, and it landed in the net. Deuce. 3 break points, come and go. Good serve down the tee there from Eala. Is she going to put this +1 away? No, not cleanly because it's hit the net, but it's landed still in the court. So we're into the rally right now. A little bit of fortune there for Eala. Good forehand from her, but well defended by Oliynykova, but that's going to go long. Eala there got a little bit lucky with that net cord. Game point now for Alex Eala to get to 2-all. A real dogfight, this one. Might hit the 3-hour mark. Might do. Second serve here for Oliynykova to look at. 2 hours and 20 minutes on the clock. Okay, backhand return is pretty good. Forehand now from Eala up the line. Forehand cross court from Oliynykova. Backhand up the line from Eala. Another net cord for her. Is it going to help her win the point? No. Deuce. For those of you just tuning in, hit the like button. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. Second serve here for Oliynykova to look at. Backhand return from her. Good return from Oliynykova, but we're into the rally. Good backhand angle there from Eala, but it's not going to win at the point outright. Still the rally goes on. Now it's a moonball from Alex. What a rally this is. Oh, what an angle. Forehand slice cross court from Oliynykova. And it is break point. I think number 4 in this game for Oliynykova. Look at that. She's tried doing that kind of squash shot a few times today with very little success, actually. But that time, it pulled off perfectly. Or she pulled it off perfectly. Okay, break point for Oliynykova. Number 4 in this game, sorry. Into the rally here. Eala on the defense. But that drop shot from Oliynykova is not going to make it over the net. And we're back to deuce. Remember that game where she had 5 break points in the first set, Oliynykova. Couldn't take them, and then she got broken herself. And that was the first set, pretty much. Okay, deuce here. Epic game, this one. Good forehand there from Alex, but well defended by Oliynykova. Ooh, another net cord this time for Eala. But now she's going to dump that backhand long, and it is going to be a break point number 5 for Oliynykova. For those of you watching, if you haven't already done so, hit the like button and subscribe. Talking tennis needs you. Break point number 5 here for Oliynykova to get to 3-1. First serve lands in, but we're into the rally here. Drop shot from Eala. Oleynykova's going to get to it. Now it's going to be a lob, but it's going to be a smash for Oliynykova, but it's not taken. Oliynykova now actually on the back foot. Forehand there from Eala. Now it's going to be a tricky volley on the backhand side for Alex, but she's going to pull it off just about. Oliynykova doesn't get it back in play. What a crazy rally that was, ladies and gentlemen. And we are back to deuce. Whew. Now it's really a case of survival of the fittest, both physically and mentally. Okay, Eala to serve. First serve goes into the net. Second serve for Oliynykova to look at. Double fault from Alex Eala. Now she is just, feeling it physically, as you can see from the grimace on her face. And it is another break point for Oliynykova. Her 6th break point in this game. After Alex Eala double faults for the 3rd time in the match. Okay, Eala serves. Good first serve from Alex. Now she's on the attack, Alex, but she doesn't quite take advantage of that. Now she's going to go for a big backhand again. Good angle there, but good defense here from Oliynykova. On the run, lovely backhand there from Oliynykova. Nice forehand. Is Eala going to get to this? That's going to land out. Ooh. A little bit lucky there for Alex because that was very, very close to dropping in. And we're back to deuce, ladies and gentlemen. 6 break points now for Oliynykova have come and gone. Wow. 2 hours and 25 minutes on the clock. Eala here, serving at deuce. Lands that first serve in. Now it's on her backhand. It's on the forehand of Oliynykova, but there's a chance to attack here for Eala. And boy, does she take it with a wonderful forehand winner. Eala now, breathing heavily as well. She'll be relieved to get out of this service game, should she win the next point. It's a good forehand winner from her. Game point for Alex to get to 2-2 in this deciding set. Eala to serve. Gets that first serve in. On the backhand now, on the forehand of Oliynykova, now on the backhand of Eala up the line. Good backhand there, but really well defended by Oliynykova. Now Oliynikova's going to go for the drop shot. Eala's not going to get enough of her racket on, and we're back to deuce. And if of the 2 players right now, for large parts of the second set, we saw Oliynykova looking like she was the one struggling more physically. Now it is Alex Eala who is struggling a lot more physically. 1-2 deuce. Good drop shot there from Oliynykova. We've got 143 people watching on YouTube right now. If you can all hit subscribe, that would be amazing. Okay. Eala here to serve. 1-2 deuce. Good backhand return there, but a nice forehand angle that Eala's found. But is she going to put this one away? She is, with Oliynykova out of the court. Wonderful angle both players found there in so many ways, but it was ultimately a forehand winner up the line from Eala. Maybe just taking advantage of the lefty nature that she has. Whew. Game point now for Alex Eala. 2 hours and 28 minutes on the clock. This has been an epic service game for her. Backhand return into the forehand of Eala, which she just about gets there, but a squash shot, defensive shot from Oliynykova. Now it's on the backhand of Eala. Eala comes into the net, but she's not going to need to worry about that. It's a backhand winner, and she clenches that fist in that inimitable style of hers, and she holds 4-2 all. Hit subscribe, people. Watch this number. And it'll be you who got us to 30,002 subscribers. Okay. On the stretch, much like these two players at various points today, huge hold there for Alex after saving all those break points. Was it 6 or 7? I lost count in the end. And now Eala once again, I think, is the favorite in this match. Good serve +1 there from Oliynykova. Going in behind Eala. Lewis on Instagram saying, who do I think will win? Thank you for following as well, Lewis, on Instagram. I predicted Eala in 3 sets pre-match, and I'm going to stick with that prediction. Good attacking play here from Eala, and now it's 15-30 on the Oliynykova serve. Interesting moments here in this particular encounter. This was the pre-match exchange at the net that you can see on the screen right now. 2.5 hours ago. And that goes out. And we've got 2 break points here for Alex Eala. She was up 1-love with a break, but Oliynykova broke back immediately. And then Oliynykova had all those break points just now. 6, I think it was, in one game. And it's going to be a second serve here for Alex Eala on the Oliynykova serve. Backhand return from Alex. Good angle there. Oliynykova on the defense. Now Eala pushing. And that's going to land out. Alex Eala gets the break. 3-2 she leads. Change of ends. Eala is 3 holds away from a spot in the second round. And she is currently in the live rankings, Alex, 35 in the world. A win today might see her creep up a spot. She'll be in the round of 16 in Strasbourg. But things will certainly get tougher for her after today, where either Siniakova and Buskova lie in wait. But that is still far down the road because she's still 3 games away, which is quite a long way from a spot in the round of 16. All right. This was Alex at the end of the second set, getting some much needed energy bar inside her, or an energy thing. She's getting some instruction there from her coach. I think his name is Alex Bosch. It's certainly Bosch is his surname. Oh, Joan Bosch, sorry. Joan Bosch. Alex is her sort of secondary coach, who are both from the Rafa Nadal Academy. Okay. Eala here, can she consolidate that break advantage? She wasn't able to do it at the beginning of the match. At the beginning of this, third set. She was up 1-love with a break. Backhand cross court here into the forehand of Oliynykova. Ooh, Eala missing that backhand up the line. So love 15. Good serve there from Eala. Into the rally. Okay. Forehand here from Alex. Into the backhand of Oliynykova. Drop shot here. It's going to be too good from Oliynykova. Wow. Take a bow. Love 30. That was class. Okay. 3-2, love 30 here. Misses the first serve, Eala. Forehand return. Now it's on the forehand of Eala. Backhand here cross court from Oliynykova. Now it's on the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Oliynykova. Eala comes into the net. That's smart play from her. But the rally's continuing. And now good aggressive play from Oliynykova. Backhand volley from her at the net. And it's love 40. This match has had more twists and turns than a twisty-turny thing. Thank you, King Cabano. 140 likes. Great. Let's keep going with those likes. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes before the end of this stream. Hit the like button, people. You know what to do. Okay, love 40. Eala there misses the first serve. So Eala to serve here. Down the tee. Forehand return. Backhand cross court from Eala is pretty good, but actually well defended. Not quite. 15-40. Oliynykova there on the stretch. Good serve down the tee there from Eala. Forehand now into the forehand strike zone of Alex, which she takes it. Wonderful shot there from Alex on the rise. 30-40, 2 break points more have been saved. Remember, people, that Alex Eala saved 6 break points in her last service game. She saved 2 more here. So it's 8 break points that she saved in this set. She has been broken, of course. They exchanged breaks at the beginning of the set. Good serve there from Eala. Now it's on her forehand, which she's going to miss. And so we are back on serve. 3 games all. Yeah, the reminder, 30,000 subscribers has been hit, but the journey doesn't end there. We need more subscribers. Let's keep going. So let's get to the next landmark, which I guess is 40,000. I guess that's the next one. You could say 35. I mean, for me, the next landmark is 30,003. So you know what to do. Okay. Second serve here. Forehand return. Oh, Eala there, a bit lucky. She went big on that return. And it hit the net, but landed the other side. And it's a winner for Eala for love 15. Well done, whoever just hit subscribe to get us to 30,003. Good return there from Alex. Wonderful forehand there from Alex, but well defended. No, love 30. Really big ball striking there from Alex Eala. Great to have you people watching on Instagram as well. Do get in the comments if you're watching on Instagram right now. Let us know your thoughts on this match, or who you're supporting, or what you think the game is, what you think is going to happen. And give us a follow on Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. Good backhand winner there from Oliynykova to get us to 15-30. Eala will be very, very keen to get as many points this week in Strasbourg to help her have a chance of being seeded for Wimbledon. The French Open seeding has already been decided. Oh, forehand there from Eala into the net. That'll disappoint her. Unforced error on the forehand side from Alex when she was arguably up in the rally. Normally she eats those up for breakfast. And it is 30 all. Do keep hitting subscribe, people. Let's keep going. Let's get to 40,000. Another good return there from Alex onto the backhand now. Forehand here from Oliynykova. Oh, wonderful forehand there from Eala. She's going to put herself up in this rally, but she's not done yet. Now it's going to be a smash, is it, for Alex? Defended really well by Oliynykova. Drop shot here, but Oliynykova is going to get there. Really, really good play there from Oliynykova to stay in that rally. Now, probably the redrop wasn't the right choice, but easy to say after the event. And it's a game point now for for Oliynykova to get to 4-3, which from love 30 will be a good hold for her. Backhand return from Eala's got good depth on it, but that's going to go long from Oliynykova, and it's deuce. First served missed by Oliynykova, so a second serve here for Eala to look at. Backhand return is really good from Alex, but really well defended by Oliynykova. Now it's on the forehand of Eala. Really good forehand up the line from Alex, and she's going to have a break point. Really good forehand up the line there from Eala. Both of them really physically now. This is getting hard. This is getting tough. Which one of these two is going to come out of this marathon successful? We'll see. Break point here for Alex Eala. And it's going to be a second serve. That was a tired-looking first serve from Oliynykova. Forehand return from Alex. It's really well dealt with, though, by Oliynykova. Now it's a moonball for her to deal with. On the forehand for Oliynykova. Now it's a forehand for Alex that she's going to miss. Her footwork wasn't quite right there, and it made that shot more difficult than it really should have been. So, deuce. It's getting pretty late now in the Philippines. What time is it? Is it like 11:15 at night? Someone in the live chat, let me know, what time is it in the Philippines right now? I think it is 11:13 p.m. I think, if I've got my maths right. Deuce. Backhand return into the forehand of... Oh, good forehand winner there from Oliynykova. And now it's a game point once again for the Ukrainian to get to 4-3. 11:15. Thank you very much to Chino C. Kevin, who's watching on Twitch. So, 3-all. Advantage for Oliynykova. Yeah. Game point. Once again for the Ukrainians trying to get us to 4-3. Backhand return from Eala's not bad, but that's not a bad forehand drop. Oh, well done, Oliynykova. That forehand slice did the damage there. And so, advantage Oliynykova. Serving first in this deciding set. Down a break. Got it back. Down a break. Got it back. And now, for the first time in this deciding set, she's up. And it's probably the first time in the match that she's been in front. Well, I mean, they were on serve, weren't they, in the first set? And they were on serve again, but Eala there with the energy drink. And it's a bit chilly in Strasbourg today, as you can see. All sorts of different weather conditions these players have to endure throughout the season. Here's our subscriber count. For those of you just tuning in, do hit subscribe. We have surpassed the 30,000 subscriber mark today. There is not a tennis stadium in the world on the tour that could fit all of our subscribers in. The largest one on the tour is the US Open Arthur Ashe Stadium, which I think has 23,771 capacity. Let's have a look. Yep, 23,771 is the capacity of Arthur Ashe. There is no tennis stadium in the world that will fit all our subscribers in. In fact, Arthur Ashe, what is the Strasbourg? Probably Arthur Ashe plus Strasbourg Stadium here, which I'm guessing is less than 5,000 capacity. Would be enough. All right. Anyway, Eala is serving at 3-4 in this deciding set. Are we going to reach the 3-hour mark? A lot will depend on whether Alex can hold here. Wonderful backhand pass cross court from Oliynykova. Arguably, she's looking the fresher of the two right now. Love 15. Okay. Good depth on that return from Oliynykova. Oh, but she puts the forehand into the net. 15 all. Okay, Eala hit 3-4, 15 all. Backhand return into the backhand across court there from Eala. Forehand now to forehand. Forehand again from Eala. Oh, what a forehand that is from Oliynykova. 15-30. And now, Reynaldo here saying, go, go. Alex, she needs all the support she can get. That is for sure. 15-30. Danger zone, danger times here. These next 2 points for Alex are huge. And it's going to be a second serve for Oliynykova to look at. Decent return. Forehand cross court from Eala. Eala defending here. That's on her backhand side. Backhand cross court from Oliynykova is pretty good. Oliynykova on the attack. Eala here struggling. And that was a tired backhand. Also, she kind of overran that, didn't she, Alex, in terms of her footwork. And it got her in an awkward position that she couldn't deal with. 15-40. And it's 2 break points. If Oliynykova wins one of the next 2 points, she is going to serve for the match. Backhand return. Forehand here from Eala. Backhand drop shot. It's too good from Oliynykova. And she is up 5-3 and has given herself a chance to serve for the match. And I think Eala just didn't have the energy to chase that down. Maybe she just knew it was too far away. Possibly, yeah, to be fair. She was a long way off that one. Okay, Oliynykova now serving for the match. 5-3 she leads. Hey, Martin, can you hit the like button and also hit subscribe? And then finally tell me where you are in the world. Good serve down the tee from Oliynykova. She is feeling good right now. 15 love. 3 points away from winning this match. Alex Eala staring down the barrel of defeat as we speak. 2 hours and 49 minutes on the clock. Oliynykova to serve. Misses the first serve. Eala was up a break on 2 separate occasions in this deciding set, but on both occasions, Oliynikova's hit back. The Ukrainian serves. Alex Eala desperate now to get back in this match. Good return from Alex. Alex on the attack, comes into the net. Can she put the volley where she can? 15 all. This is a physical and a mental battle for both of these players right now. And it's Alex's turn to have to turn to dig deep, deep, deep. 15 all. Oliynykova to serve. Some first serves from her might well be enough. Good first serve from her. Eala fighting, fighting, fighting. Can she stay in this point? Just about. But it's Oliynykova on the attack. Still Eala fighting. But surely Oliynykova going to put this ball away. Not yet. Eala, oh, but she's missed that forehand. 30-15. Two points now for Oliynykova to win this match. For those of you just tuning in, hit that like button. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. Okay, Oliynykova to serve. Forehand return is pretty good from Eala. We're into the rally right now. Eala, that's a tired forehand from Alex. And it goes into the net. And it brings up 2 match points for Oleksandra Oliynykova. 2 match points for the Ukrainian and a spot in the round of 16. 2 hours and 51 minutes on the clock. Backhand return here from Eala. No, that's not going to land in. Remissus, I have no idea what you're talking about there. Honestly, you clearly haven't watched the match. Okay, second serve here for Eala to look at. 2 match points to fend off. Big second serve from Oleksandra Oliynykova there. But Eala does really well with the return. 40-30. Still, a second match point here for Oliynykova. 5-3, 40-30. Lands the first serve. We're into the rally here. Backhand here from Eala. Forehand slice there. Really good depth on that slice. Another forehand slice from Oliynykova, but the rally continues. I think Oliynikova's a little bit tight, but it doesn't matter because Alex Eala puts the forehand long, much to the relief of Oliynykova, who's quite emotional here. A great win for her. Alex Eala's Strasbourg campaign ends on the first hurdle. Oliynykova is through 3-6, 7-5, 6-3 as she accepts the applause of the crowd. And she goes to her team. And there's high fives on the table waiting for her. 2 hours and 52 minutes. It is Oliynykova who is through to the round of 16. Alex Eala's campaign ends at the first hurdle. She will have to dust herself down and head to Paris. It's a short train journey away for Alex Eala as she enters into her second French Open. Just outside the seedings, if there are 3 people who withdraw from the tournament ahead of her in the rankings, then she will be seeded at the French Open. Not beyond the realms of possibility, but also not likely. Regarding the stats from this particular encounter, well, most important stat of all, is that Oliynykova has won in 3 sets in 2 hours and 52 minutes. Oh, actually, we're going to listen to Oliynykova right now.
Thank you so much.
As we say goodbye to Eala here after a 3-set loss. Heads off to the French Open. In pretty good spirits, to be fair, because she had a good clay court season.
Almost 3 hours.
Almost 3 hours.
Is it enough for you?
No.
You want some more?
I want next match. It's important for me. The next match. Yeah, but it's absolutely amazing match. In one moment, in third set, when it was like 3-all and very close, like 5 for every point, I just told myself that like I can relate because tennis already won, and I can be proud with this match. And maybe this is something will help me to play more free in the end and make these 3 games in a row to win.
Like you said, tennis wins, but it's always better when it's you winning. So, what a tennis! How smart player you are.
Thank you so much. Actually, this win is very important for me because my father, he's in the army and he's defending Ukraine. And last time he saw my match in real life, it was in summer 2024 before he volunteered. So it's almost 2 years. And now he has vacations for 2 weeks before he's coming back to war. And he's coming tomorrow to France.
Ah, nice.
And for me it was so important because now he's coming here and every match he will see and every day is so important because I don't know when he will see my match next time. And yeah, I was thinking about this before the match and it was emotionally so important to me. But yeah, I hope I will play on Wednesday. I will go to the supervisor to ask to put my match after tomorrow. And I'm so happy because he will come here and he will see at least one more match.
At least.
I hope more. But yeah, like every day and every match, it's so important.
What can I say? Besides, congratulations. Can't wait to see you on the next one. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oleksandra, thank you so much.
You.
There we go. Oliynykova into the next round in Strasbourg. An emotional win for her as she was excited that her father can now watch her. He's arriving in Strasbourg, and I think she's keen to play on Wednesday if possible, to give her a chance to recover as well from that epic encounter that was pushing 3 hours, not quite in the end. And the story of the match, well, she had 5 break points in the first set in one game, but couldn't take any of them as we approached the business end of the first set. And Eala fended off those break points and then broke herself and served out the first set. And that was that, 6-3. But Oliynykova then raced into a 4-love, 40-love lead in the second set. And yet, Eala came fighting back in only at the way Alex can and gets it to 5-all. And you're thinking, wow, maybe that's it. Eala's going to end up winning this 6-3, 7-5. Oliynykova dug deep, held serve for 6-5, and then got the decisive break to take us into a deciding set. However, it still felt like a lot of the momentum was with Alex at that stage, and especially in terms of where we were at energy-wise, because Oliynykova was really struggling physically in that second set at times. However, she did get through and ultimately push it into a third set, but she goes down an early break in the third set. However, she breaks back. She then has 6 break points on the Eala serve to go up a break herself in the deciding set, but doesn't take any of them. Eala holds, and you're thinking that's a big hold for Alex. Eala then gets up a break again for a second time in the deciding set. Oliynykova reels her back in. Then Oliynykova breaks at 3-4 and manages to just get over the line. That final rally at 40-30 was a nervy rally, but it was an unforced error from Eala just going long. And it was Eala who was also struggling a bit physically in that deciding set. Look at that. Total points won. 114 for Oliynykova and 112 for Eala. Break points won. Eala was much more decisive, 6 from 9. Oliynykova, 7 from 23. Woo. 13 of those break point opportunities, I think, or maybe 11, sorry, 11 came across just 2 games. But it is Oliynykova who is through to the next round in Strasbourg, where Siniakova or Buskova await. So the Czech nightmare and the Czech curse, as far as Alex is concerned, having lost lots of matches to Czech players over the last year or so, Noskova and Krejcikova and Mukova spring to mind over the last 12 months. But that's not going to be a problem for Eala. She's off now to the French Open for the second time in her career. She'll be hoping to get some wins there for the first time. She's not won a match at the French Open yet. She went out in 3 sets, I think it was, to Arango last year. I'm going to just check that. But I think Eala lost in the... so it was the first round, and it was 3 sets. Yeah, she was bageled in the first set a year ago, Eala. Before coming back and then ultimately going down in 3 sets. Just bringing us back to today in this match in terms of the stats. 7 double faults for Oliynykova. She was really going big on her second serve at times, especially in that second set. She was getting more and more aggressive, and she actually outwinned Eala in the end with 36 winners to 34. Eala will be disappointed that she hit 48 unforced errors. It was a lengthy match, but yeah, fatigue certainly played its part in what was a almost 3-hour encounter. And it is Eala who exits and Oliynykova who progresses. And of course, we did hit the 30,000 subscriber mark today. So well done you for doing so. And thank you for joining us. And also make sure you join us for WTA Weekly, which will be coming up in an hour and a half from now with Nick, as we reflect on the Rome tournament that Svitolina won. And we also look forward to tournaments this week in Strasbourg, for example, and also I think in Rabat in Morocco. And of course, we also have one eye on the French Open. All right, that is to come in an hour and a half, so please do join us for that. In the meantime, you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.